Hello and welcome to Build Up to a Good Game. We're now in 5 minutes away from kickoff at the London Stadium as it's West Ham United against Spurs. Just a quick word. The graphic on your screen next to Gonzo, the lineup is correct. The positions may not be. That's what we're going to be discussing. And in just a second before we do that, Gonzo, how is oneself?
Good, yeah, good, thank you. Yep, looking forward to it still. So what about yourself?
Yeah, I am looking forward to it actually. And this morning, I think I said this and I think you were very much aligned with me, which is the lineup is going to dictate our mood. It's going to dictate our optimism. It's going to dictate our excitement, our morale. The lineup is out. We'll go through it in just a second, but how are you feeling?
Yeah, look, there's a couple of, there's one thing to be disappointed about, but what I don't want to do is sit here and talk about the one thing I'm disappointed about rather than
one thing or one man with a double barrel surname.
That one, yeah.
Ah, poor Kyle Walker-Peters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey!
Well done. That's
you can tell we worked together for a while.
But I don't want to sit here and focus on that. Somerville's back, which is really cool. Really pleased about that. Fernandes is back. He'll play more centrally now. I'm assuming that Paqueta's going to be the old false nine. So I'm assuming that Bowen stays on the right. So I wanted a number of things for this game. I wanted to retain the shape. I wanted Fernandes to be back in, but more central. I wanted Somerville to come back in. I wanted Bowen to stay on the right. I wanted Ward-Prowse to be replaced with Magassa. And I wanted Walker-Peters to retain his place ahead of Obi-Wan. I almost got everything,
Yeah.
So I could sit here moaning about the one thing. I tell you what, he does love Ward-Prowse, though. He loves Ward more than I like pizza, quite possibly. He loves him.
Yeah, to be fair, actually, there is no to be fair. I also wanted him changed as well. I was going to say, we haven't seen Magassa yet, so maybe he's just trying to protect a new younger player, but... I don't even believe that myself. So I retract what I've just said. But anyway, the West Ham team is as follows. In goal is Mads Hermansen. We've got a back four of Kyle Walker-Peters at right back and defensive centre back Payne, Konstantinos Mavropanos and Max Kilman, with El Hadji Malik Diouf at left wing back, who may be in for a big game this evening. We'll be discussing him in just a second. It looks like a bit of a 4-3-3 with a false nine. That's certainly what I think, and I think Gonzo agrees with me. And it looks like we're going to have a midfield of Ward-Prowse, Souček and Fernandes, with Somerville on the left, Bowen on the right, and Lucas Paqueta playing a bit of a false nine. Is that what you're expecting?
I am. Yeah, I am. And that would make absolute sense. And, see, the thing is from Potter, as far as he is concerned, he will feel that it worked against Nottingham Forest. It doesn't have to feel. Yeah, it did work. And that was, everyone would have played their part. So he would have absolutely felt that keep it tight with the players on the pitch, swap the players, mix it up a little bit. And win the game at the end. And I think he did that. So he won't be looking at it thinking Ward-Prowse didn't do his job. He'll be thinking, well, I'll have more of the same. I'll keep it tight against Tottenham. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be really interesting with Diouf and Somerville. No complaints from me. I wanted this.
Yeah.
It's either going to be brilliant or horrendous, and Diouf will be getting hooked at half time and Wan-Bissaka will be being put there. So if we can get enough on the front foot to push them back on that side, then it could be really good, but it could be really bad as well. But I want to see it. I was asking for this, so let's see how this works out.
Yeah, I'll reply to Grouch. He said he threw Fernandes and Diouf in the state from the start. He did, however, with Fernandes, he's got that Premier League experience, and with Diouf, he was here for pre-season, and I think he was okay in pre-season. Diouf, there were some good bits, but there was also, I think, there was some training parts to pre-season, if you like, for Diouf to get him prepared for the Premier League. So I think the circumstance between Fernandes, Diouf and Magassa, I think all three are completely different, personally. Malcolm said he was feeling confident, but he put so why are you not feeling confident, Malcolm? Let us know. Gonzo, I'm happy with the starting 11, but bar Ward-Prowse, really happy to see the back four. I think he's made some big calls in there, especially leaving or continuing to leave out Wan-Bissaka. That's not an easy decision. I know it feels like an easy one, and I think it's easier for us as fans to say, well, Walker-Peters should start and Diouf should start because we've got nothing to lose, really. Sure, people might go, you got it wrong, so what? It's not a big deal. There's not any consequences to us having an opinion and being incorrect. So I think it's a big call. He's got that. That's good. I think Bowen's in his best position still. Somerville's come into the team, which is good. Paqueta in the false 9. It's not ideal, but it's also not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I would prefer Paqueta there than Jared Bowen. So I'm okay with that.
100%.
In the midfield, I'm pleased to see Fernandes centrally. Looking forward to him linking up with... I thought he linked up really well with Paqueta against Nottingham Forest. I don't think he could link up with Jared Bowen because he was on the opposite side of the pitch.
Yep.
Tonight, that's gone. So let's get Fernandes closer to Jared Bowen at times, as well as Somerville. I would like to see Fernandes have a free role this evening. I'd like to see him linking up with Bowen, linking up with Paqueta, and linking over on the left-hand side with Juve and Somerville as well. I'd like to see him really being the key man this evening. And if he performs well, I think he could really influence how we play and the result as well. It's just that midfield pairing. We've seen it a lot under Moyes, under Lopetegui, and under Potter. Very rarely works. Very rarely works. So is putting Fernandes in there going to make it work? I feel like it's a bit of a stretch. It's the only disappointment. If it wasn't for Ward-Prowse, if he had Potts or Magassa starting in there, or he put a striker on and drop Paqueta back and Fernandes, I'd be buzzing. So yeah, I'm 90% happy with this team.
And that's what I'm saying. I can't. Yeah, there's 11 players selected there, and I don't want the fact that one of them to overly influence my mood. That'd be far too, cup half empty in that sense. But yeah, I obviously have those same concerns, but there's so much to look forward to there. I cannot wait to see Somerville from the start. I cannot wait to see Fernandes again. I thought Bowen looked magnificent for England when he came on as well. He looked sharp, and I think you're crying out for that. And you know what? I think they're going to have to be disciplined. I don't even mind Souček being in there, by the way, because I think Souček can really, clear the ball well. It could be a threat in both boxes. You never know. We might even get a corner or something like that, a corner goal or whatever. I don't mind. I honestly don't mind at all. I think there's players with a point to prove. I think Walker Peters, former Tottenham player, he'll want to prove his point out there as well. I expect another good performance from Paqueta as well. So there's another. I can Juve again with his crossing. There's 5 or 6 players. I'm really looking forward to seeing. And then you do have something off the bench. We've already seen this with Callum Wilson. That I think in hindsight, maybe it's wise he didn't start with him for reasons that you discussed in the preview. And that's a decent player to come off the bench, Wilson. But I don't know the bench yet, Gio. This is what we discussed.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to read it out. Mabel's saying, playing devil's advocate a little bit, saying, seen Somerville play right wing back before. Could Walker Peters be part of a back 3? Obviously, hope not. But could we be playing a back 3 tonight with Somerville as one of the wing backs?
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't. I don't. I think if it was Wan-Bissaka, I think 100%. Possibly. Yeah, but I don't see him. I think he's versatile, Walker Peters, but I don't see him as a central defender.
Also, I've never, for those I've tuned in over the summer, and Gonzo will be able to nod along as I say this, I've always been intrigued by Somerville's comments regarding Graham Potter. Somerville's always said, he wants me playing left wing, he wants me beating my man, he wants me, then this week, he wants me playing with freedom. That's not the comments of a wing back. That's the comments of someone that knows he's going to be playing left wing when he come back. And I've always been intrigued by those because while Somerville was saying that, we were continuing to play 3-5-2 in pre-season. I thought, well, wait, there's no left winger, mate. But maybe he is that pivotal to Graham Potter playing forward at the back. Maybe he's looked at Somerville as the man. Now, the bench is just as interesting. There's some big calls for Graham Potter. He's had to leave out some youngsters and a couple of more experienced players as well. The bench is scrolling along the bottom of your screen so you can read it as I speak it. Alphonse Areola's on the bench, so no room for newbie. Lucas Fabianski, that new goalkeeper was signed during the week, he's not on the bench. Igor Izzo, the defender on loan from Brighton, he's on the bench alongside Wan-Bissaka. There is no Jean-Claire Todibo. Whether he's injured or just left out, we'll have to wait and see. But he's not on the bench today for West Ham. Magassa is on the bench, so he could make his debut for the Hammers. Freddie Potts and Andy Irving's on the bench, so there's no room for Ollie Scarles, and there's no room for not Andy Irving, for Guido Rodriguez. Perhaps surprisingly, he's the one that Graham Potter has opted to leave out. Guilherme is on the bench, which is quite interesting, actually. And then we've got Callum Wilson and Niklas Füllkrug. So both strikers on the bench. I think the eyebrow-raising inclusion, Gonzo, is Guilherme. I wasn't expecting that one. Obviously, no room for George Earthy either, who's just back from injury.
No, I get, you can pass that one off. He is just back from injury. That is understandable. Guilherme being in is a big one. It was a case of, right, if he picks, this is about as attacking lineup as I expected to see from Potter. So with the case of, was he going to be able to have players on the bench who could come in and get us a goal and do something, create something if we needed it? And the inclusion of Guilherme and 2 strikers on there gives him that. So I'm really, really pleased to see Guilherme on that bench, actually.
Yeah, I'm delighted. I was, when the team lineup come out, we sort of knew the starting 11, so I looked at the bench, and when I saw Guilherme, I thought, oh, wow, okay. And then you start thinking, well, who's missing then? Because I almost assumed he would be one of those players. So no Marshall, no Earthy, no Scarlett. So 3 of the academy players left out alongside Rodriguez and Todibo, which may be due to injury. I think the 2 strikers on the bench is interesting. If we're drawing, if it's 0-0 or 1-1 or something, I'd be very interested to see which striker he brings on.
Who would you bring on?
Wilson.
Me too.
He's showing that you can come off the bench and make an impact. Now, Füllkrug did a little bit last season, but I've been disappointed by Füllkrug so far. Plus, I don't think he's 100%. So I'd bring Wilson on first, but it just gives us that little bit of flexibility that if we need to take off, say, Ward-Prowse, move Fernandes back, Paqueta back, put striker on, we can go really, from what we've got to really attacking with just one sub. I quite like it, actually. I think the bench has got a bit of balance. There's full-backs, there's centre-backs, there's centre midfielders, there's a winger, there's strikers. I think we've got a bit of everything on there. And the good thing is, if Somerville gets injured, there's now a like-minded substitution in Guilherme. Now, I have a concern as to whether he would do that. I'm not sure he would, but the option's there.
Yeah, I mean, he's given it a go. As I say, I don't ever expect to tune in and expect any manager to have picked my 11 and my subs bench as well. I think that would be, ludicrous of me to think that, but it's close enough. I would have been worried if he'd have gone to 3 at the back. I'd have been worried if Bowen as striker. All the things that I've already mentioned, Gio, that would have concerned me. There's not a lot of it there. The Ward-Prowse things concerns me. Yes, I would have liked to have seen Wilson start, but as you've mentioned before, you're not going to get 90 minutes out of him anyway, but you're going to get 90 minutes out of Paqueta.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get 50 minutes out of Wilson, then it gives you a little bit more options. You're not already starting the game knowing that you have to make one sub. So I understand it. I think there's mitigation there for it. I do wonder, the omission of Todibo, has that played some part in forcing him to retain the back 4? I don't know. Maybe he might wanted to play with three at the back. Who knows? There's enough there. There's enough there that's made me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was ready to be disappointed here, Gio. I think that's the thing. I was ready for that 3 at the back. I was ready for Bowen up front. I was ready for Somerville not to start. So, I am pleasantly surprised at what I've seen.
Right, time for the Tottenham team, or how I understand the Tottenham team to look, which is going to be slightly different to the graphic that you see on your screen. Currently, in goal will be Vicario. He definitely will be in goal. The back 4 will be Paulo at right back with Romero, and Mickey van der Ven at centre back with Spence at left back. In midfield, in what I would call a double pivot, and Gonzo would just call 2 midfielders. Yep. I think we are going to see Bergvall and Polina. I think we'll see Sarr in the number 10, where he's played quite often this season so far. On the right, we'll see Mohammed Kudus. On your left, I think we'll see Xavi Simons, and up front, I think we'll see Tell. The bench for Tottenham, I'll just fly through it very quickly before we get Gonzo's thoughts on Spurs. Kingsley, Danso, Richarlison, Udogie, Johnson, Odegaard, Bentancur, Davies, Muani. I mean, that bench is disgusting, isn't it? Anyway, right then. Tottenham team. It's good, but it's not unbeatable.
No. There's pressure on this team. There absolutely is. There's no doubt about it in my mind. As much as is on Potter, no. As much as on West Ham, no. Nowhere near. but I think it's so easy. We've had so much negative publicity. There's so much worry about the club and the future, the present of the club and everything else. It's easy to get the blinkers on and just look at West Ham. There's a few clubs who are a little bit concerned, and that, whilst it might not have matched West Ham, that club Tottenham has had its fair share of turmoil in the last little while. So, going to be interesting. Big game. He's going to get to a point in it where you're right. Obviously, great bench, but he's going to get to a point where he starts thinking, hold on a second, at what point do I start trying to rest some players or rotate ready for Villarreal in a week? So, yeah, they got their own stuff there, and I think there's enough in our team where he is. Look, I mean, their defence in particular looks really, really tasty. But and obviously you've got Polini there who's really good at mopping up. I like Bergval as well. But they've got enough. They've got plenty of players that they're going to have to watch out for. Plenty of players there at West Ham, particularly if you want to call it the front four, if you include Fernandes. There's plenty of players that they have to watch. So yeah, they are beatable. And Bowen can score a goal. Make no mistake about that. Bowen very easily finishes this game as the best player on the pitch. Very, very, very plausible.
Yeah, I agree. The Spurs team, listen, there's a lot of good individual players, but it's not a Liverpool team or a Man City team or even an Arsenal. They'll look at it and think, oh, never mind, we've got no chance here. To be fair, I think Newcastle got a better starting 11 than what Spurs do. I think Newcastle's midfield is one of the best midfields in the division. So we can win this. It's just, I can't go with that Ward Prowse thing. I know that we don't want to keep banging on about it, but we keep on banging on about it by saying we're not going to bang on about it. But it's just that one change, I'd be feeling I'd almost be feeling confident. I still feel quite optimistic. I'm still looking forward to the game. It's just that midfield. It's let us down plenty times before, and it's hard for me to believe that suddenly it's just going to work, because we've put Fernandes in there instead of someone else. But fingers crossed. Anyway, we're going to turn to live chat in just a second. But before we do that, Gonzo, it's time to have a little bet. What do you fancy?
Well, Bowen to score, as I just mentioned. Yeah.
Well, we'll just do the Boyle Sports one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. We've got boosted odds, haven't we? So that would be better for everybody in the chat.
Yeah, that's good. That's what we'll do then. Just for highest, just listen properly. We're playing Spurs, talking about Newcastle. I mean, man alive, you do get some stupid people, don't you?
It's not stupid. It's just grumpy. Of course, we have to be so rigid. Don't talk about anything else.
Well, speaking about the Spurs. It was a comparison.
Comparison to the midfield. Oh, it's so. Oh man, you've got too many rules, mate. I dread to think what that's like. Too many rules.
Anyway, we've done the bet. So the bet is three things to happen. Let me just whack it up on the screen for you. Because we're just doing, it's our bet. We put this together, so we're going to be doing this one, which is West Ham to win, Bowen to score, and Paqueta to be booked. If this bet wins, someone watching this video right now will win 130 quid. All you have to do to enter is please put the following phrase in the live chat.
Kinski boots.
Kinski boots. That's a good one. I like that one. I thought you were going to say no talking about Newcastle or something.
No, I was almost going to do. I was going to do something with a kinky and a doggy, and it all got in my mind. It got very un-PG. So we're going with the Kinski boots.
Kinski boots. Right, get into the live chat. There we go. Thank you, Gerard. He's popped it in there. Perfect.
Quick typing that.
He's spelled it slightly wrong. Steve spelled it right though. We'll go with Steve's one. It doesn't matter. We're not that big on spelling. If you spell it slightly wrong, we're not that hard.
I'll take kinky boots. Don't worry about it.
Do you have any kinky boots?
I'm wearing some now.
Are you? What do they look like? I don't want to see them. What do they describe them to me?
Leopard print, with horns like antlers on them, tassels, bells, and hundreds and thousands as well. Because I was making a cake and I spilt them on my kinky boots.
Okay, I would like to see them now.
I just lied.
Anyway,
I've got Deadpool trainers though. That's what I've got. I actually have Deadpool trainers. There you go.
What?
Deadpool trainers.
Yeah, I know. I heard you and I've seen them, but I didn't mean what as in. I don't know what you said. I mean what as in. I don't even know.
They're quite. I don't. People might think they're kinky. I don't know. I've got Deadpool socks as well. To be perfectly honest with you. So I've got a lot. There you go. Deadpool socks, Deadpool trainers, underpants.
Do you just pull your sock off?
Yeah.
Please put it back on.
I'm not doing it now, am I? It would involve, I'd probably headbutt the microphone. It could be.
So have you got one naked foot and one foot with a shoe
one
on?
naked foot. That's what they say. I tell you what a band they are. What a band, one naked foot. Oh, classic tracks.
And anyway,
don't forget your Kinski boots is one of my favourites.
Free content for anyone with a foot fetish there.
You can't see the foot. It's a sock fetish.
And this video was, I probably don't really want to do it anymore, but this video was
sponsored by World Sports. Brilliant. Brilliant.
They can't quit just yet. This might be the last one after all that. But this video is sponsored by Boyle Sports. So if you fancy a bit of that 12-1, you can grab it over on Boyle Sports. West Ham to win, Giant Bone to score, and Lucas Paqueta to get booked. If you are an existing customer of Boyle Sports, just head over to Boyle Sports, go into the game. It's there as a featured bet builder. But if you do not have a Boyle Sports account and you fancy getting one, then the link is in the description below. But make sure you use that link. Why? One, so they know you've come from Hammer's Chat. They might ignore all the foot stuff. And two, because you'll get extra free bets. You'll get up to £40 free bets. You'll get £30 free bets for sports betting and £10 free bets for casino betting. But it is a gambling product, so please do gamble responsibly. Please wear responsible socks and shoes. 18 years and over. Link is in the description below. So massive thank you to Boyle Sports. It's been lovely having you on board.
Thank you.
Hopefully you stick around despite all the foot chat. But there you go. Right then, time to turn to the live chat. Please get your thoughts in. It could be about the West Ham team. It could be about the Spurs team. Not about Newcastle. Not about Newcastle's team.
He's doing his nut. If he weren't happy about the Newcastle, what's he thinking about the socks and the trainers? He's gone. No.
He might be all right with that. I don't know, maybe it's just Newcastle. Maybe he just doesn't like Newcastle. XIO said was fairly confident until lineup announced our central midfield will be wiped out. I think that's a fair comment because I think Sarr's been one of their better players so far this season. I think Bergval's a really good player. Polina will sit and hold. Xavi Simons will come off the left. Kudus will come off the right. It's going to be a congested part of the pitch, and it's our weakest part of the pitch.
Yeah, it's a worry. It is a concern. There's no doubt about it.
As Zico is looking forward to Sully and Brady's inevitable departure. Lewis said, I'm starting to think we're going to see Bowen up front and not Paqueta. We'll find out.
Wouldn't like that.
Within 2 minutes. Scott saying, I did say I never want to see Ward-Prowse and Souček in the same team again, but having Somerville and Bowen over on the right might help to balance that out. Jose is saying, why is Wan-Bissaka not even on the bench? He is on the bench. I not wrote him down. If not, that's my fault.
You did? No, he was there. He was there.
Yeah, he's on the bench, Jose. Don't worry. He's there. Andy's saying, didn't want up top against their centre-back. Bowen up top against their centre-backs, I think. And didn't really want Ward-Prowse on the pitch. But the other 9, yes. Chris is saying, who's going to be the first one to kick Kudus? Someone's got to. Do you know something?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that. It doesn't seem that nasty on that side. Kilman might have to go over there and do it. We haven't really got a kicker. That's what we need. We need an enforcer. That's what we need. Someone nasty.
Yeah. Belshar says, can't be bothered. Just going to look at the score at full time, see how badly we got slapped. Enjoy it all. Well, I won't if your prediction comes true. I really hope the team are going to make Kudus' life difficult. You don't see that sort of thing much anymore. I miss that side of football. I do as well. I want to see a little bit of great. Someone said to me in the comments yesterday, if Kudus scores, do you think he'll celebrate? I said, I hope so. Oh, he bloody does. Because I think it depends. I think it's too far gone, all this not celebrating against your former club. I think if you've been there for a while and you've got a legacy, do you know Bowen left?
I totally agree. I totally agree.
Bowen left, I get it, right? But Kudus, he was here for 2 seasons. 1 good season, 1 bad one. He doesn't owe us anything. We made 20 million on him and stuff. I don't think he likes us that much. I don't think we like him that much. If he scores, I hope he does celebrate because do you know what? It'll fire the crowd up. It'll fire our players up. And sometimes games like this need that little bit of biting, that little bit of aggression.
Do you know what I would do?
I'm all for it.
I would. All the ball boys, I'd get them all new stools, but I'd get 1 collapsible leg. Yeah. And then when he scores, I'd get the ball boy to run up to him and go, here, you can have this stool. He sits on it, bang, it collapses, injured, off.
Oh, I like it. But look what you've done, you fat bastard. You brought the stool. You owe us money for that.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely. Or get something nasty. You know when he sits on the advertising hoarding? Get something nasty, just ready to go. Someone presses a button because it's all digital, pointing up at him.
Yeah.
Kudus is a wrong one or something like that, you know.
I would, when he goes to take a throw in, I'd chuck a half and half scarf on him and be like, oi!
How did they let that in here?
Get him out of here now. He's banned. Ban him.
Yeah.
Razor saying definitely Potter out. The guy's worst coach we've had for donkey's years. How any decent coach chooses Ward-Prowse and Souček is beyond any decent coach's brain. Get him out ASAP. Seraph is saying 1-1 hoping. Zanita saying if Kudus didn't celebrate it's out of respect for his former teammates. Drod saying I don't really care what Kudus said, to be honest. Is it just him? Nah, I'm honestly not that bothered either.
What did he say?
I don't know. I honestly don't even know. Honestly, I'm not that wound up by him. I'm also not that sad by him. Oh my goodness, there's been a 94th minute goal for Fulham. Fulham 1, Leeds 0. They've just scored in the 94th.
Are we allowed to talk about that? Keep on to the subject, mate. Good gracious.
I've got it on. It's flashing up. He's getting excited. They're getting excited because it's still Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0, and it's also still 0-0. And Everton, Aston Villa. So there's not been loads of goals in the Premier League today, but Fulham are just.
We might be on first.
To be fair, I
for the wrong reasons.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, right? I've still got a little bit of relegation stuff in me, right? I've been on relegation watch since match day 1. So when I see it's Newcastle 1, Wolves 0, when I see that Fulham just scored against Leeds, I am happy.
Yeah.
I'm pleased they're losing because as far as I'm concerned, that's 2 of the 3, along with Burnley, that I think will go down. So the more games they lose, the happier I am as a West Ham fan. So
Wolves, Leeds, Burnley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been my 3 since before a ball was kicked this season. I'm sticking with it. I've not seen anything to change my mind. Leeds just won't score goals.
No.
They just won't score goals. I just flashed up the Fulham thing. There's a VAR check somewhere. I don't know where. Anyway, let's move on. I think it might be Crystal Palace Sunderland. I think there might be a VAR check. Anyway. Guyana said, I've just killed match of the day, dropping the score. And sorry about that. Sorry. To be fair, right, that can't be a thing anymore. Surely no one's able to avoid all the scores and able to watch match of the day. That's a very difficult thing.
I think you can.
Can you?
You just don't use your phone.
See, I can't do that, though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
To be fair.
Only because of this, only because of Hammer's chat, because you did watch it. Yeah, you couldn't, but can someone that's not doing watch-alongs and stuff like that? Of course you can.
I think I've just done you a favour actually dropping the score, and you just realise there's not much goal, so don't bother watching match of the day at all tonight. Yeah. Anyway, Paul, speaking about West Ham, saying predict that we're going to be awful starting with this starting 11. As you say, no enforcer, and you can't play Ward-Prowse and Souček together. Damage limitation. Go behind and Are we being too keen? Dirk saying play Bowen in his best position. Just for clarity, we both think Bowen is playing his best position. We don't control that graphic you see. That's from Opta Stats, and they've obviously seen that Bowen has played as striker. So I guess statistically it's likely to be Bowen, but as West Ham fans, we probably know it's likely to be Lucas Paqueta. So I actually think Bowen's over on that side. See, Ryan was just saying basically what I was always saying. He's saying, why is everyone so pessimistic, right? Me and you're quite optimistic. Are we dismissing the midfield a little bit too easily in order to remain optimistic?
No, it's not a case of remain optimistic. Well, first of all, just people aren't clones, are they? Everybody's different. So, people are going to look at it. Everyone's got a different team. Everyone looks at it differently. I can only say what I said. I didn't think Somerville would start. He started. I thought, that's so if I've got a little fruitiometer, right, that makes me whether I'm, right. So I'm thinking, Somerville, Fernandez, Bowen in the right position, like that. James Ward-Prowse. But doesn't take me to full like that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Lewis thinks we're maybe doing that. I'm trying not to do it. Like, we try and be fair, and I think we've commented enough to say that we don't like the midfield. But
I can't. Yeah.
Nah.
But that would be faux misery, wouldn't it? Maybe be feigning fake misery. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's like I said to you in the breakfast show, nothing would surprise me if we won 2-1. But I think we could also lose 4-0. Nothing would surprise me here.
Maybe that's where I'm getting muddled up here.
What?
Excitement and optimism are two different things, aren't they? I am excited, but I have to. When you just said that, I thought maybe my optimism has waned a little bit. Am I confident of a win? Not really, but I'm looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to discovering it because I think we can win. Interesting one. I think here's the thing though. If we don't win, I think I know why. And it's the midfield.
Yeah. Or Graham Potter.
Well, he's picked the midfield, hasn't he?
Exactly
So if
right.
it is the midfield, it's on Potter. Likewise, listen, if somehow both of those players play really good and we win, I'll give them the credit for that. I'll give them the praise and say, well done. Finally, it bloody worked. Anyway, full-time results coming in from around the Premier League. So you're going to be watching Match of the Day. Please just cover your ears or take your headphones out for the next minute. It's finished Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 0, Everton 0, Aston Villa 0, Fulham 1, Leeds United 0. I don't think the game's finished at St James's Park, but it was still Newcastle United 1, Wolves 0, Bournemouth 2, Brighton 1.
Doesn't matter that one really, does it? We're not fighting it out with them.
There's not much relegation stuff going on at that game. But anyway, it keeps the teams below us. The league table's up on the screen at the minute, so you can see where a win would take us up to, well, give us 6 points, but we're not going to have much of a good goal difference. So it might fit around 8th or 9th or something. We'd jump up into the top half of the table, surely, anyway, if we somehow beat Spurs. Right then, let's take some more comments before we say goodbye to Gonzo. Sweekie says, we have to keep the energy up and bring the positive vibes. I defo want to win and push the wheel after what we saw against Forest. We can definitely win tough games. A different Lewis is saying, I feel like that. I think he's saying he's excited, but not optimistic.
Nervous.
Yeah, but not optimistic. Simmons saying, I think we're allowed to be pessimistic after a massive result, even after a massive result against Forest. I have no problem with people being pessimistic.
No. The problem was with us being optimistic, not us saying people shouldn't be pessimistic.
We're not. Well,
it's us. Yeah, us being optimistic.
Yeah,
I think anyone should be what they want to be. I don't think everyone's got a match. It'd be mad, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Graham saying, I want to see a press on Kudus anytime he's got the ball near the box. Hope he still holds one chance. See, the thing is with Kudus, and I'm not just saying this because he doesn't play for us anymore. He did it against Bournemouth. He's capable of having bad games.
Yeah.
Like, he's capable of having games where he's just not interested and he's anonymous. So I think it's difficult to know what version's going to turn up. He could be man of match today, but he could also be the worst player on the pitch.
It's true.
And in between, he's capable of scoring 2 or 3. And he's also capable of not doing very little in the game and being a hindrance and getting hooked early doors. So I'm hoping that we make it difficult for him. I'll tell you what. See, this is where if I'm Graham Potter, I'm saying to the players, look, early doors, when he's got the ball, Kudus in particular has got the ball, and if you've got a chance of making that tackle stronger than it needs to be, if you're able to just kick the ball and then hit him with your trailing leg, right, if you're able to just leave one in on him, do it. Because that crowd will jump up and cheer, and then you've got them. They're with you. If you go,
You won't be able to hear them because they're so far away, but they'll be jumping up and cheering.
Yeah, with no scarves, they've all been confiscated.
With their Deadpool socks off.
Yeah, waving their shoes around or something like that.
Beautiful.
But
I'm wondering, early doors.
Yeah.
Where do you think that came from? It doesn't make any sense. Early, it's not a door. Can a door be early or late? I don't know. I don't really know what it means. Early doors.
Don't know. Shall we Google it? I'll tell you.
Well, we know what it means.
Yeah.
It means early on, but why is a door? Why is it? I don't know what a door has got to do with it. Why not early tables?
Here we go. The term early doors means at an early stage or near the beginning, and it originated in the late 19th century British theatre and music hall scene. It described a paid early admission for the public, allowing them to enter and choose their seats before the main crowd arrived. The practice, which was a technical theatrical term, eventually became a general informal expression for anything that happens early.
The posh seats, you can choose what seat you want. A bit like, but they were allowed to wear what scarves they wanted at early doors.
Yeah, so you pay a bit extra, you get in, you get to pick the first dibs.
Yeah, I like it.
First dibs on the seats kind of thing. So it's
Nice.
like speedy boarding for theatres.
He's going. Old Newcastle man's going mad at that. What you know? They're now googling what sayings mean.
To be fair, I nearly banned him. I didn't, but I nearly banned him because he asked if we'd be okay with racist chanting towards Kudus. Now, obviously, I just ignored it because it's very strange. Why would anyone think like that, right? But yeah, that was a comment he made earlier, and I thought, just
give him a 40 stall to celebrate on. That's
yeah.
No, and nobody would. Well, he's a anyway.
It's a strange thing to think.
Yeah, odd.
Anyway,
it's a strange thing to think. Yeah, you're right. No, literally, no one else thought of that. Yeah,
it's a very weird thing to think to come up with. But I'd seen it, and I thought, right, okay, I'm just going to avoid that. He hasn't said anything to get banned. I don't like banning people, but anyway, right, Gonzo. Before you disappear, in the preview you said 2-1 West Ham. Are you going to stick with a 2-1 West Ham?
I am not just because I'm stubborn. There's enough promise there. Yes, there's a couple of disappointing things. What's that?
Because you love Ward-Prowse, isn't it?
Because I love Ward-Prowse.
You told me earlier, he didn't, right? I'm just pretending. But you told me earlier, you think today's the day Ward-Prowse finally scores that free kick.
That free kick, yeah. Well, I win both ways because you've already said actually didn't tell me that. But then there'll be, I think I can probably make enough of it to then, if he does, to say, look, I predicted this. Geo Soldier in the preview. I predicted it. I knew today would be the day. We'll get the Obi-Wan shirt down. We'll get the JWP up. I haven't got a JWP one. Look, this is still a really, really big result for Graham Potter. If this goes bad today, he's bang in trouble again. And
yeah,
all the news stories talking about his job security. So really, really big day for him. Really big day.
The needle can swing drastically on the Potter out thing today. You know, you win. Everyone's buzzing. It's really positive. And you know what? I've actually enjoyed the last 2 weeks after that win against Nottingham Forest. I felt really good after that win, and it sort of carried me through. Like, I've not really thought about, like, Potter's job security, if you like, in the last 2 weeks until in the last 24 hours when we started discussing it, and I started saying, well, hang on a minute. Like, he's still, when we did the preview, still said, you know, I'm still not confident this guy can turn it around. He's nowhere near turning it around for me. It's just that because of the protests that's going on and the win against Nottingham Forest, it's sort of other priorities have occupied my brain in the last 2 weeks. Plus, Scotland did quite well during the international break. 4 points out of 6. Draw away to Denmark, beat Belarus. So we've got a small chance of going to the World Cup, just a small one, but I'll take it. It's a good start. Yeah, it would be. And just so
it would be nice. Can I just say how lovely it's been to have we had Graham Potter, Jose Mourinho, Carl McCauley, David Sullivan, Karen Brady, all live in the show.
You know what impresses me, right? Yeah. Now I'm assuming it's the same person. It may not be, of course, but I'm just assuming it is, right? I'm incredibly impressed with that person's ability to switch from account to account and not make an error. Like post as Graham Potter pretending he's David Sullivan. There's been no errors so far in any of the comments.
It's fun. It's good stuff. It's really, really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. He he's got to be. He can't muck around, can he, Gio? He's got to get in there early doors.
The one thing I will say, there's been too many people saying there's no Wan-Bissaka, right? And there's just someone now, just Ryan, saying no keepers and no Wan-Bissaka. So has there been? Maybe
not everyone. The ticker is not scrolling the same for everyone.
No, it will be. So maybe no, but how does he think? Why does he think there's 2 goalkeepers on the bench still?
Maybe Aaron Wan-Bissaka's a goalkeeper. I don't know. I don't know. No, I have no idea. I've no idea. But there is a goalkeeper definitely, and there's definitely a Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I can see Wan-Bissaka there. Yeah, it's definitely showing Wan-Bissaka. It's 100% showing Wan-Bissaka. So I don't know why everyone's thinking there's no Wan-Bissaka, but now some people are thinking there's 2 goalkeepers. I didn't know there's been, like an injury in the warm-up and therefore...
Do you know what? Sometimes when you watch stuff on your phone, the bottom bit is obscured by phone stuff, isn't it? Like when you press the pause and the play button, and it's got the volume stuff. So some people might not see that bottom section there, maybe, but it's there.
Here we go. Rex says BBC has Ariel and Fabianski on the bench.
Oh well, we can't be responsible for what the BBC do, you know. He pays your money. That's what you pay your license fee for.
15 quid a month TV license, and they can't even get our bench correct. It's also saying, Dean is saying Sky is showing 2 goalkeepers as well.
Oh, well, I mean, that's even worse. That cost you about £1.5 for that information wrong. £1.5 a year, Sky.
What's going on? So is it 2 goalkeepers, or I don't know.
What? So hold on. Maybe people think that. Of course, people are worried. They're thinking you guys on Hammers Chat are wrong. Sky and the BBC, because obviously they got more clout than us.
I would just like to say that I've taken my information from West Ham United's graphic that they tweeted out, right? So my information regarding the bench has come from West Ham United. And I've just checked their Twitter, and it's still there. The graphic is still there. Look, with Wan-Bissaka, hopefully it'll adjust in a second. But it's got I promise you, it's got Wan-Bissaka on the graphic that West Ham tweeted.
Westfield is on fire.
Hey?
Westfield is on fire.
Ooh, your defence is terrifying.
Oh my God. That was very good and highly inappropriate. The timing was excellent. Oh my goodness. That might be my favourite Hammers Chat moment ever. Particularly the ooh. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Oh.
Susan saying the West Ham app is also saying 2 goalkeepers. So there's Twitter saying Wan-Bissaka. Now
I was serious about the Westfield being on fire.
Yeah, Gonzo, just to be clear, Gonzo would not.
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't know. By the way, we say earlier, I don't know how severe it is. Someone said there's a fire broken out.
I can see it now. I've just seen a video, black smoke seeping out of. I'm trying to work out what bit it is, but it's the London Fire Brigade had tweeted to say that we've been called to a vehicle fire in a car park at Westfield. 6 fire engines and a 32-meter ladder are attending. Weird to tweet about the.
Would you specify the size of the ladder? That's weird.
The 32-meter turntable ladder are attending.
Isn't it? You know what I mean? And we've also got a 25-meter long hose. The wheels on the fire engine are 22 inches. Why this is a weird detail.
Could you imagine they tweeted? Right, here we go. The app, West Ham's app, is saying, Aaron Wan-Bissaka has had some stomach problems. Some pains have developed, so we've had to make a change.
So he's put an extra goalkeeper on. Thank you, Connor. So he's had to put an extra goalkeeper on, not for an actual player. Rather than Ollie Skulls, basically.
Yeah, or not Scars or Earthy or anyone really.
Right.
Like
it's the lasagna.
It's strange. Anyway, Skyport, which is in Hyde Park, is in Rodriguez. Oh, Rodriguez is on the bench in Hyde Park. I get it now. Sorry, I thought you were trying to say that you're somewhere else that's saying Rodriguez on the bench. He's saying Rodriguez is on the bench. In Hyde Park, yes.
Right.
Yes. One of those old jokes, isn't it? What position do you play at left back? Left back in the changing room.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway, right, Gonzo.
Yeah.
We'll get you off. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench, just so you know.
I'm going now.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Ta-da. Right, that's Gonzo gone. It's just me and you guys now. That's just me and you. Right, let me shut down the page where I have Gonzo because I don't need that anymore. The less cogs, the better, right? Let me get my Gonzo ear out. Don't need to listen to him anymore. And let me put in my actual ear. Well, not my actual ear. The device that gives me the ability to hear. Not as bad as I did 5 minutes ago. Anyway, right. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're all good. What we've got, 20 minutes till kick-off. I'm probably going to have to change the lineup thing, otherwise someone will complain. So let me get that done. News ticker. I believe everyone. I believe people when they say Fabianski is on the bench instead of Wan-Bissaka. So I'm going to go with it and put my faith put my trust in you, the viewers, that you're telling me the truth. So I've gone with Fabianski on the bench instead of Wan-Bissaka. Right then, over 1,000 people joining me live. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel, and do drop a like on the video as well. That would be much appreciated. And just want to say thank you to 3 people. Thank you to Chim. Super Pac-Man will unleash today. Do you know what? I agree. I feel confident. Here's why I'm optimistic-ish. Right, I'm going to tell you now. Going to tell you why I think we're going to win. I think Bowen's going to have a good game. I think Paqueta's going to have a good game. I think Fernandez is going to have a good game. I think Somerville's going to have a good game. And I think Juve is going to have a good game. And I'm not saying that others won't. Do you know what? I'll include Mavropanos and Kyle Walker-Peters and Souček. But those 5 in particular I mentioned. Juve, Somerville, Fernandez, Paqueta, Bowen. Those 5. And if those 5 have a good game, we score goals, plural. And I'm looking forward to watching those 5 today. So as a result, I'm feeling quite optimistic. I'm thinking we might win. I have some concerns. I have a little bit of worries. I have worries over Ward-Prowse. I have worries over the pairing of Ward-Prowse and Souček. And I have a worry over Kilman. Kilman was good against Nottingham Forest, okay? I gave him a good mark when I did the player ratings. But I still have my reservations over Max Kilman, especially in a back 4. But anyway, thank you very much to Chim. I want to say thank you to Brian. They may take our stadium, but they'll never take our freedom. Thank you very much to Brian for the $10 super chat, and also Mark for the £5 super chat saying it's a good timing. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you to those 3. There's no adverts during this live stream. Thanks to people that put the super chats in during the Nottingham Forest game. So thank you to the contributors to the Nottingham Forest game. There's no adverts during this one. And thanks to those 3 so far, there may not be adverts during the Crystal Palace watch along next week. Right, how are we all feeling? Please do get your thoughts into the live chat. David, his 1980 FA Cup shirt that he purchased from Hammers Chat, his signed FA Cup shirt, has turned up. Good, David. I hope you like it. Thank you very much for the support. Jeff said maybe Wan-Bissaka was unhappy. Jesus, that word. I was thinking, oh no, what am I way to read out here? Maybe Wan-Bissaka was unhappy before the game about being on the bench. I like to think he's quite professional, and it's just is what it said, that he's just not quite well enough. Stuart saying 2 keepers on the bench and no Marshall, fuming. The 2 goalkeepers is strange, isn't it? I don't believe that none of the players are at the ground and capable of being in. Surely you always have like an extra player just in case this occurs, right? Strange that we've had to put Fabianski on the bench. It's also a waste. It's a wasted opportunity, whether it be Marshall, Earthy, even Rodriguez. You might not like Rodriguez. My point is he's been left out of the team today. He could have got on the bench, but he can't now because Fabianski's there. Scarles and Todibo if he's fit. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, really. Anyway. Cotton Blue saying, when will Potts get some game time? I'm not sure he will, to be honest with you. Jordan saying, Wood and Tell are different problems and profiles. I worry about Tell and his pace getting better of Kilman. I do agree with that one. There's quite a few people have said this. I'm going to click on it because I like it. Pierre said, how big is the car on fire to need a 32-foot ladder? Brilliant. I like it. I mean, good luck getting into the car park because it's ram-packed. We've driven a couple of times to the football, because especially the evening games, because it's either drive home or stay over, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper to drive home immediately after, which is a bit difficult because you don't get home till 3-4 in the morning, so it is a bit tough, but it saves money. And it's not a fun place to try and get out of or in. You have to turn up really early, and getting out is a wait. Connor saying that Fernandez has just shot the ball into the top corner 3 times in a row just now. That's good. That's good reporting. That's real journalism. I like stuff like that. David said Potter's screwing the youth. Marshall's not on the bench even before Wan-Bissaka's illness. A big kick in the teeth. I get it. I get why he's picked Wilson and Fulkrug over Marshall. I do get it. Obviously, I would have started Marshall. I did the preview. I would have started Marshall, but I understand it from Potter's perspective. Bradley saying on West Ham's Instagram, it only says Areola. That's what they put up on Twitter, Bradley. But Wan-Bissaka was there, and I think a few people are saying Wan-Bissaka since has been deemed unwell. Skizzo, thank you very much for the €5, saying supporting the ads out protest. Good, I like it. Thank you. Feather hat-trick from Fabianski. Thank you for the £5 super chat. I appreciate it. Right, I'll tell you what. Do you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing this because it's causing confusion. I'm now confused. Other people are confused. Let me change who is on the bench for West Ham. Let me get rid of Fabianski because I'm not. I feel confident it's Fabianski, but I'm not 100% confident. Do you know what I mean? So I've changed it. There we go. Fabianski is no longer on the bench. I've replaced him with something else. Anyway, right then, let's have a little look and see what you're saying. PCT says, not only frustrating, but there must be a reason that Scarles or another isn't there on the bench. I think it's strange. Nick got his mug. Love it. Made him smile. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you, Nick. Pig saying, I hope the bacon sandwich was good as this victory. Do you know what? It was a 10 out of 10 bacon sandwich. I love a bacon sandwich. It's like a Saturday thing, right? But I only do it when there's like Premier League football at 12:30. So between 12 and 10 past 12, that's when I get ready. Get the pan out, get the bacon out, get the bread buttered. And then 25 past, I'm ready to go and put the football on, have my bacon sandwich. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Paul said, bit of advice to non-supporters who drive down to the games. I pay to park on someone's drive. People rent them out for 10, 15 quid. I get one about a 15-metre walkway. I've seen stuff like that. I've never used it, Paul. I'll be honest with you. I'm nervous. Saying that, I just don't like change. I remember convincing myself if I used an Airbnb, I was going to get kidnapped. I've used Airbnb plenty. Never once been kidnapped. Which is kind of disappointing, really. Could be fun. Depends who kidnaps you, I guess. Anyway, right, let's see what you're all saying. Need to know says we're going to win 2-1. That's my guessing. Cat and Boo said, are you Potter in or Potter out? Do you know something? I'll tell you now. Yeah, we've got time. Just checking we've got time because this isn't going to be a 30-second answer. I'm a bit of both, right? Here's why. So, do I think Potter is the right manager for West Ham United? No. Do I think Graham Potter will turn it round? No. Will we do enough to get by, as in stay in the Premier League under Graham Potter? Probably. I think if we've seen the season out with Potter, I think we might finish 15th or 16th or something like that. Not a good season, but we won't get relegated. So why do I not want change? Because of that lot in charge. Now, I appreciate, I'm waiting to say it's because it'll be someone free. And right now, obviously, there's Nuno, there's Mourinho, there's some good free managers. But to sack the manager, you're going to have confidence in replacing the manager. And that just doesn't exist right now. My issue at the minute with West Ham, my frustration with West Ham at the minute, I have plenty with Graham Potter, but there's greater ones, and that's the board of West Ham United. So I'm sort of Potter it out, but I'm also, I think I wouldn't describe myself as in or out. If he left tomorrow, I wouldn't be upset. I'd probably be happy, but I'd also be worried because I don't think we'd replace him correctly. I'm sort of Potter not arsed. To answer your question, I'm not that bothered because I think whoever comes in will have some of the same issues that Graham Potter has faced at West Ham, and I just don't have confidence in them replacing Potter adequately. If you said to me, sack Potter today and this is your new manager, and it was a good manager, then I say, yes, brilliant, let's do it. But you can't. So I'm sort of Potter. I don't like him. I'm not that arsed. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. That's my thoughts on the whole thing anyway. Carlo doesn't like the lineup. Says that Potter's bottled it. Hammerhead said That's not Hammerhead. Hammerhead said Romero will try to stink Bowen, playing him up front. I don't think Bowen's up front. I know the graphic says that. Time will tell when we kick off, but I think it'll be Paqueta. That might be through the middle. Michael, thank you very much for your support. I appreciate it a lot. Red sauce for bacon for me, Jamie. Red sauce. I like red sauce. Ketchup on my bacon. But bread, not a bun. Bread. Sandwich, not bacon butty or bacon roll. Bread. Bacon sandwich. And Brian, the phrase is Kinski boots. It's the Spurs substitute goalkeeper, Kinski, and then boots. And that's you in. The bet is, I'll tell you what the bet is in a second, but that's how you can get in. I'm glad Irons, I'm assuming you're agreeing. Iron agree with me. Xanator says Potter Natarst. I don't know if he's mocking me or agreeing with me. I'm happy with either. But that's me. I'm just like whatever kind of thing. Lewis said Potter Natarst. Like yeah, that's what it is though. I'm just I'm Potter Natarst. That's it. I'm just there. It's Kinski. You got it, Brian. Well done. Let me show you what the bet is, because I'll quickly promote. I can't promote. How am I going to do this? I don't have the graphic. I've messed up, guys. I know how. I'm just going to have to go back into the screen with no Gonzo. I forgot about that thing. Hang on a minute. There you go. No Gonzo. He's gone. But I do have this. So there you go. That's the bet for today's game. West Ham to win, Bowen to score, and Paqueta to get booked at 12-1. If that bet wins, someone in the live chat today will win £130. We will send someone 130 quid tomorrow. Not tonight, because I'm going out tonight. After the game, I'm going to do my review, and after my review, I'm going out. One of my friends from around the area, I helped them purchase. His parents love Oasis, and I was able to get tickets for them to Oasis. I went to Oasis as well on a separate night. They got tickets. So they've already said thank you. Me and him went to a gig not long ago, and they paid for the drinks for the night, which was good. Very kind of them. Say thank you. And then they want to take me out again to say thank you again. So we're going out tonight. We're going to an 80s night. That's it, Brian. We're going to an 80s night. I did ask if we need to dress up appropriately, but apparently not. So we don't need to go bright and wild, which is good because I don't have anything bright and wild. But yeah, going out to an 80s night. So I won't be sending anyone winnings tonight. But tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be sending someone 130 quid. Power could do with our boys winning. Rubbish day, low mood. Well, I hope you're okay. I don't know what's happened, obviously. You do not have to tell us what happened, obviously. But I hope you're all right, whatever it is. Tomorrow can be a better day. Tomorrow is a different day. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow could be a better day. But also, you only need to have 4 good days a week to have a better week than a bad one. If you have 4 good days and 3 bad ones, your week's been more good than bad, right? Make tomorrow a good one. Think about what you can do tomorrow. What can you do, Power? What are you going to do tomorrow that's going to make it a good one? That's what you need to think about. What can you do to enjoy tomorrow? For me, I'm going to do my work in the morning, my live show. I'm going to go for a walk with Mrs. Gio and Grace, baby Gio. I'm going to go for a walk. Then going to come back, have a bit of lunch together. Then I'm going to watch Burnley Liverpool, Manchester Derby. And then I will put Grace to bed. Well, I'll get her ready for bed. I'm not allowed to put her to bed because she gets hyper when I do it. Then I'll watch something with Mrs. Gio in the evening. That's my plan. And if I can do that, I will have a good day. So anyway, whatever, try and plan tomorrow. Plan something that's going to make you have a good day. Right then, nearly time for the football. Okay, never mind. He's gone back to an advert. Let me just move my screen anyway. I've seen the ball and I've seen the tunnel. We're getting ready. AI Al is saying, how is this going to be a good day? Warpass to Suchek. Bloody hell, he's not doing good. AI, he's not having a good day. He's needing West Ham to cheer us up. Don't make it worse. Don't make it worse. Anyway, Rex said, ideally, we want a manager that sees our potential, is able to use youth, coach players to improve them, and spot and purchase talent, wants to build a legacy at West Ham and can entertain. I do not disagree with a word you've just said there, actually, to be honest with you. Pablo saying it's part of really that's stupid not to be able to recognise that Bowen does better on the right. Again, for the last time, I think Bowen is on the right. Zanitas, glad you're doing watch-alongs, enjoying them. So. I'll discuss it in the next behind-the-scenes podcast because someone has asked, like, why are you not keen on doing them, Gio? Right, just give me a second. I'm trying to check the odds for a bet myself. Where's Max Kilman? Where are you? Why is he not here? There he is, 13-5. I was wanting bigger odds than that. Max Kilman fouls. I prefer him up against Solanke, but I appreciate he's injured. But Solanke drops deep and Maxi Boy would go foul him. 12-5, 9-1. That's all right. It'll have to do, I think. Sorry everyone. I appreciate you've tuned in, and I'm just sat here looking at my phone. That's all. But this is like geo time. I need to just take a minute of geo time just to get this done. That'll do. And then I don't think he'll do 3 fouls, but just in case, that'll do. And also the booking. Where are you, Maxi boy? Maxi to get a booking. 9-2. I'll have a bit of that. That'll do. If that wins, that'll pay for the drinks later at the 80s night. Maxi Kilman. Right then, the teams are coming out. Bubbles is loud and proud, I assume. I've got no audio. I don't listen to it. I've still not purchased headphones. During the international break, I completely forgot. I had intended on purchasing some headphones so I could listen. I did not. So I have no audio because if I turn it up, it'll come through that. And the channel will be in trouble. A few minutes away from kickoff at London Stadium, West Ham United against Spurs. I'm going to do my best to tell you exactly what's happening on the pitch. If you're looking where to watch it, obviously I can only recommend that you watch it on Sky Sports, as that's where it is being legally broadcast. And you want to just be careful, because if you go in the description below, there's a link to Discord. Do not click on that, because people in that Discord put links to illegal streams. It's illegal. You're not allowed to watch those streams. So just be very careful that you do not go into Discord, because you might see some links to illegal streams. It's naughty. Do not do it. Watch out. Be careful. All right, I'm just giving you the heads up. Anyway, Jordan, mwah, you can have a kiss for the £5. Thank you very much, Jordan. Appreciate the support. They're just flashing the teams up at the minute. Oh, look at that midfielder, Souček and Ward-Prowse. Ho, 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 ho. Delicious. Right, let's get my big clock ready. I see everyone saying I'm behind. I like it. I like your humour. They've got Jared Bowen up front, to be fair, Sky. I think they're wrong. I think Bowen's on the right, Paqueta up front, Fernandes in the 10. We'll wait and see, but that's my guess. Right, here's the Spurs team. Boo. Thomas Frank in goal. Not even funny, is it? Never mind. I tried. Vicario in goal. Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Spence. I think Spence, not Sarr. He might be good for a shot on target tonight, because he will. I think he'll be in that number 10 role. Yeah, I think he'll be in that role. Evans money. No, I'm not having that. Sack that off. We better win tonight. Do you know something? I don't know. I've just got this feeling. Just got a feeling we're going to do it. 2-1. Bowen. I've got a feeling we better win. I'll be very happy if we win. Do you know something? I seen James from E20 earlier say that this is the match he loves to hate. And I completely understand what he means and agree with it as well. 48-1. 2-1 Bowen. Right, let's do it. Come on. let's get some drinks at the 80s night. Hopefully the bar does baby Guinness. If not, I'll be fuming. I have asked if they've done their research to make sure that the bar does baby Guinness. The response was, don't know. That is not reassuring. I was looking for reassurance. Don't worry, Gio, we've checked. We've scouted the venue. There is baby Guinness. They've not done that. Now, for anyone that's unaware, I watch this on the iPad on Sky Go, which means there is a delay. I can't afford a TV. I'm not allowed to attach it to the wall. I live in a rented accommodation. I'm not allowed a Sky dish attached to the outside of the house. I live in a rented house. So this is the best. I make the best of what I've got. Anyway, Spurs are going to kick off. And they have kicked off. We're underway. And the big clock is a go. Let me just get ready. There you go. I'm all set now. Let's move this over. They've gone long. Souček wins it. Yeah, Bowen's on the right. Paqueta's up front. It's what I thought. Sky, incorrect. Gio, correct. Come on, boys. Let's do this lot. I love to win this game. Somerville quite in a weird position here. They already take a long throw. Bergval's way to take a long throw. Stoke City tactics already from Spurs. Oof. Like, Kudus has picked up and shot. Ward-Prowse has blocked it. And he's just going to guide out for a corner. But Ward-Prowse does really well, actually. Sarr was just trying to guide out for a corner. And Ward-Prowse has managed just to get his foot in and sort of knock it off him and get a goal kick. Happy days. 1 minute in. 0-0. DC's suffering the effect of too much baby Guinness. Good man. I like it. Well done. Lee's saying I don't need a dish for Sky. I know, Lee. It's not that I don't have Sky. It's that there's a delay because I have it on the internet. There's a lag compared to people that do watch it via a dish. There's a slight delay. I've got Sky. Hence why I've got Sky Go. But people will always complain that I'm not ahead or in line with them watching it via satellite. I can't. Anyway, it's a little ping-pong at the minute between Spurs' right back and our left side. And West Ham got a throw-in over on the left side, around about the halfway line. Juve will take said throw-in, and he gives it to Paqueta, looks for Somerville. Kudus picks up and is running away here. Somerville has tackled him, and there's a throw-in to Tottenham just inside our half. A baby Guinness is a Bailey's. Tia Maria with Bailey's on top. So it looks like a Guinness. Delicious. Anyway, Spurs is playing around the back here with Van der Ven, giving it to Spence at left back. We are definitely playing a bit of a 4-2-3-1 here with Bowen on the right, Paqueta up front, and Fernandez in that number 10 position. I've got a stat for you. I've been keeping this stat to mention in a video, and I've completely forgot to mention it in a video, so I'll mention it here. Graham Potter has faced Thomas Frank 7 times in his career. He's won 5, drawn 1, and only lost 1. So only once, out of 7 head-to-heads, only once has Thomas Frank beaten Graham Potter as manager. Potter 5, Frank 1. 1 draw. It's good record. Vicky, yes, there is a fire at Westfields. I believe it's in the car park. A car is on fire in Westfields car park. Van der Ven's just coming forward with it. Fernandez has put him under pressure. Van der Ven goes long, and Mavropanos gathers that one nice and easily and goes back to Hermansen, who also goes long, and it's out for a throw into Tottenham. Down our right-hand side, their left-hand side. Peg saying it's a good sign, but that was with Brentford. Of course, it's all context, but then Graham Potter was at Brighton. Do you know what I mean? It's just interesting, but it's still tactical, isn't it? It's still tactics. I appreciate he's got better players now, but tactically, Potter's got the better of Frank. He didn't win that much at Brighton, Potter. Romero goes long looking for Kudus, who goes down. No, it wasn't. It was Tell. Sorry. Juve comes forward, looks for Somerville, overhit, and it'll go through to Vicario. Tell unhappy with Kilman's defending just there. Vicario and Van der Ven just playing it around between themselves at the minute, but Fernandez decided to go press. Ward-Prowse is on Polinia, just stopping that pass into the midfielder, which is a good plan. And Van der Ven is forced to go long with little options over the top, and it looks like it'll bounce out for a goal kick, and it does. Come on, show us the pitch. I don't want to see the Tottenham directors. Show us the people on the... I want to see the game. Annoys me when they do this. Well, now we're looking at Thomas Frank. What's happening here? What's going on? Oh, there's a throw to Tottenham. Don't know what happened. We had a goal kick. It's now a throw into Tottenham. Potter will take it. Just inside their own half. And Towels dropped back to pick it up. And they've gone long over the top. Which Mavropanos gathers up. And is dribbling forward with it. Gives it to Kyle Walker-Peters at right back. Spurs pressing us here. Bergvall intercepts the pass. But really good play by Fernandez. Good play by Walker-Peters. He's broken away from Polinia here. He's running at the Spurs defence. He's got Bowen alongside him. He's giving it to Bowen. He's giving it to Fernandez. Strange cross. Somerville does well to keep it in at the far post. He's giving it to Paqueta. He's giving it back to Somerville, who's out on the left wing position here. Ward-Prowse to Paqueta. Lovely play by West Ham. Juve's now got it on the left-hand side. Whips it in towards Bowen. Just over his head. Van der Ven heads it clear. Walker-Peters picks it up, though, and goes back to Mavropanos. Good bit of play there by West Ham. We're working it well, and Juve's now got it out in a bit of space over on that left-hand side, who's given it to Somerville and continued his run forward. Somerville opts to go backwards to James Ward-Prowse. Good play there by Juve and Fernandez. Excellent play down the left. Oh, Juve's... Oh, he's good, isn't he? Fernandez is going to cross this one, looking for Bowen at the back post. It's just overhit, and it's out for the goal kick to Spurs. Good 2 minutes spell there for West Ham. Good passes, good movement. Just a couple of overhit crosses from Fernandez, but I like it. Encouraging signs. We could do that often over the next 85 minutes. I'd be happy. Anyway, Spurs have gone short with the goal kick, and we're pressing high up the pitch, in fairness. Kudus has now got it. A cross-field ball to Spence, who just keeps it in, but Bowen tackles him, and he's given a free kick against Spence for handball. Bad pass, that, in my opinion. Really bad pass from Mohammed Kudus. It wasn't that bad, to be fair. But anyway, we've gone backwards with the free kick, which is okay. Kilman gives it to Mavropanos. Walker-Peters wants it. He's in a little bit of space, but lovely ball into Bowen, who's taking on Polinia, but Bergvall nicks it off him. And it's worked his way out to Xavi Simons, who's now driving forward, driving at Thomas Souček. He's given it to Bergvall. He's giving it back to Sar, out to Porto. There's a bit of space here for Porto, but he opts to give it to Kudus. I thought he was going to shoot. So did Somerville, in fairness. Kudus beats Somerville, and Somerville puts an excellent tackle in, and it's a corner, and the crowd are up on their feet. I can only imagine it's quite noisy now. Really good tackle by Somerville on Kudus there. Kudus beat him, and then Somerville made sure to get back and get the challenge in. Corner for Spurs, but there's a good reaction there from the fans. I like it. This is what it needs. It's a London derby after all. I know some people play down the Tottenham West Ham thing. I don't mind it. Yeah, it's a big game. It's an important one. I want to win this game. I want to beat this lot. Come on. Kudus goes to take the corner. A few fans waving at him. Mavropanos heads it clear. And when I say waving, I didn't mean with their palms opened. Right, all the way back to Vicario here. Potter's waving his players up the pitch. Ward-Prowse is chasing it, but too much big gaps, actually. They've gone back to Vicario, though, who goes long, looking for Kudus, and he's up against Jared Bowen on this occasion, if he stayed on side, that is. And the flag stayed down here. Panos heads it clear. Now it goes up. What on earth is that about? You know, it really annoys me. He was clearly offside. It was well defended, to be fair. And Panos, well done. He's got his head on a couple of early ones, Panos. Good start. Potter's record on the screen, won 6 of 21, drawn 5, lost 10. It's not a good one, is it? He's just spat and then wiped his sleeves. I think Potter's just spat on himself. Anyway, Hermansen takes the free kick. Long ball, looking for Paqueta. He's beaten to it. Fell toward Prowse, but his pass was a little rushed, and it's a goal kick to Spurs. 10 minutes in, 0-0. Need a keeper. Having a save to make just yet. Neither side really dominating the proceedings either. I think we've had the better spell for that 2-minute flurry that we had. Spurs go short again with a goal kick, and we're pressing high again. We're going man for man pressing. Souček intercepted the pass, but it fell to Spence. It's worked out kindly for Tottenham here. Souček put in the tackle in Spence and has won a throw-in the meantime as well. Good play there by Souček, if I'm honest. Walker-Peters takes the throw-in and goes back to Panos, and we will do our build-up. Panos goes long, though, looking for Paqueta, who's got Romero behind him. Good play by both to some extent. It makes its way to Sarr, though. He's playing a little bit deeper today for Tottenham. I think Bergval's pushing forward a little bit, and Sarr's just tucking in beside Polinia. Now Sarr's going forward, and they found him actually. It's a good ball by Romero into him. Tottenham just on the halfway line now with Porro, who goes back to Romero. We've just reset our press, and we're sitting on the halfway line waiting for Spurs. Still just passing it around. Romero's got the ball now. He's looking up. And he goes into Polinia, who's just on the centre circle. Out to Van de Ven. Tottenham are just progressing slightly a little bit. They've now got the centre-backs in our half. The full-backs are high and wide. Polinia goes long, and it's a really bad ball from him. Sarr made a move, and Polinia tried to pick him out and got nowhere near him, and it's a goal kick to West Ham. Patient there from West Ham. Paid off, really. Due to a bad pass more than anything. Anyway, right. Still 0-0. 12 minutes gone. Thomas Frank writing notes, chewing gum. I often wonder what they're writing on their notes. Oh, Thomas Frank's won 6 of 8 games against West Ham. Brilliant. Anyway, ball's back in play here. Sarr looks for Kudus, and Juve puts a tackle in, and it's a throw-in to Tottenham just inside West Ham's half. On our left-hand side, Tottenham's right. Apollo does a little one too with Sarr or Paspitz is blocking. It fell to Paqueta, who couldn't quite hold on to it, and Polinia has pickpocketed him. He's given it into Tell. Max Kilman with the foul, which is good for my bet. Anyway. Play continues. Tottenham play it sideways over to the left-hand side. Bergval's got it now, and he's giving it to Simmons, who's cutting inside. We're pressing quite well in key areas, West Ham. Polinia with a long ball looking for Kudus, who chests it down. Gives it into Sarr. Ward-Prowse with a tackle. Juve picks up into Fernandez. To Walker-Peters has got it now. West Ham trying to move the ball forward quickly. Fernandez has got it inside Tottenham's half. Lovely ball to Walker-Peters. Bowen's on the right touchline. He receives it. Squares up to Spence. Looks ambitious. Ball into Fernandez to Paqueta. Oh, fuck. He should have passed it. He should have passed it. Somerville was there. Oh, great play by West Ham. Really good play by West Ham. Great ball by Fernandes to Walker-Peters is lovely. Bowen, it's quite an ambitious pass by Bowen, but it's a good one. He finds Fernandes, gives it to Paqueta, and I think he gets stuck in two minds. I think he goes to shoot and then sort of almost goes to pass. I don't know, and then he just scuffs it. He just drags it wide, and it's not far wide, but a really good chance, really good play by West Ham. I like it. Now Spurs are on the counter-attack, though. Simmons is running at Walker-Peters, but it's a bad ball, and Ward-Prowse intercepts it. Souček pokes it to Bowen, who gives it into Fernandes. He's pulling the strings. Fernandes is having a belting game. Looks for Somerville and just couldn't quite find Somerville, and it goes through to Vicario. I'll tell you what, though, Fernandes is playing really well, and Dean's trying to sync up. What time am I on? I'm on the time that's on the screen. The time above my head is accurate. So 15 minutes and 5 seconds. Fernandes out to Walker-Peters to Bowen. These three are playing well. I like it. Bowen cuts inside of Polinia. Strong tackle by Van de Ven. Thrown to West Ham. Walker-Peters is playing well. Fernandes is playing well. Bowen is trying to get involved and influence the game. I like it. I'm liking this. Well done, West Ham. We can win this. I'm even more optimistic. It's 50 minutes in. I'm getting carried away here. Come on, boys. Anyway, Walker-Peters takes the throw into Jared Bowen and gives it back to him. He's in the right corner. Walker-Peters. Him and Bowen are down there. We've got the players in the box, though. Souček was in, but he's come out of it. And we've gone back to Max Kilman now. And he gives it out to Somerville, who may tee up the run at Porto. Juice on the overlap. Good cross. It was just too high for Bowen. Fernandes got there, but he just wasn't expecting it. It sort of hit him rather than he hit the ball, and it fell to Simmons. We are playing well. We are putting the pressure on. But putting the pressure on, don't score goals and win points. We need to take advantage of this momentum, I think. We're doing well. I like it. Come on. Right, Tottenham have got the ball again. And they're playing around. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I think they're just trying to take the sting out of the game a little bit. We've got our tails up here. Fernandes is playing good. Doofus, I have to say, I get what he's saying here. He's saying get a striker on, because what a cross. Yeah, Doofus whacked in a couple of good balls in now. Lord of the Dead saying we need to get Callum Wilson on. Effortless saying a decent striker, and we could have been 2-0 up by now. John saying lacking a centre forward with those Doof crosses. I agree. A couple of delicious balls in the box there. That's what we're missing. He's linking up well with Somerville. Anyway, Tottenham come forward here with Sarr. Is going out to Kudus at the right wing. He's gone back to Sarr. We're okay. We're in the formation, in the position we want to be for defending this Tottenham possession. Romero goes long, looking for Simmons, and he finds him. Bergvall goes short to help him, but he cuts inside. Tries to shot and is deflected over by Max Kilman. I don't think it was going to bother Hermansen, but Kilman had to be safe, had to be sure. Good defending. Yeah, I think it was going well high and wide, but Kilman couldn't know that. He had to be sure. Got his head on it. Corner kick. Kudus is going to take it. Goals conceded from corners. We are top 4. Leeds 3, Fulham 2. Wonderful. Love seeing stats like that while we're facing a corner. We were crap at corners against Sunderland and Chelsea, though, weren't we? Fernandes just getting a warning. Maybe he's been a little bit handsy with Van de Ven, perhaps, which would make sense given he's massive. And Van de Ven's just giving him a little bit of a nudge here. Kudus takes it, and it's in. He's disallowed it. Tottenham have scored. Romero scored a header, and he's given a foul. Fucking hell. I hope VAR's not a way to get involved here. So he's disallowed it. So the ball come in from Kudus. Romero headed it. He looks a bit... Let me watch it. The ball come in. Romero's... Yeah, he's bundled Walker-Peters to the ground, but I think it's also Van de Ven. I think Van de Ven's giving Walker-Peters a push, and Romero's now got a free header, and he heads it in from 4 yards out, maybe. Hermansen can't really get to it because of Mickey Van de Ven. Yeah, I don't think VAR is going to overrule this. I would say I would like to see my defender being a bit stronger there, but he's got pushed by two defenders. Walker Peters been pushed by Van der Ven and Romero there, so the VAR will get involved. It will stay 0-0, but yeah, free kick confirmed, no goal. Maybe got away with that one a little bit. I think it's a foul, but I'd be querying as to why Kyle Walker-Peters is marking Romero. That's what I'd be questioning. Well, that's what I am questioning. Why is Kyle Walker-Peters marking Romero? Yeah, Ben, I completely agree. Ben, warning, I completely agree. We've just got let off of that one. I don't think we deserve to be a goal down. That would have been a bit harsh against the run of play a little bit, but as Ben said, that's a warning. Right then, play's underway. Man Panos gives out to Kyle Walker-Peters, and he's coming forward. He's looking for Jared Bowen. He's got him behind Van der Ven with a good intercepting tackle, and it's a throw into West Ham. I like what we're doing down the right hand side. To be fair, I like what we're doing down the left hand side as well. Ward-Prowse has got the ball in the middle of the pitch at the minute. We're moving the ball around. We're trying to pass it quickly. I will say that. I do think we are moving the ball quicker today. Quick doof. Oh, he's just so good. He's just gone round Porto, put it in, and Romero clears out for the corner. Oh, come on. I'm falling in love with this doof guy. And I've already loved Fernandez. I knew Fernandez. I've never heard of Diouf till we signed him. Well, till we were linked to him. I like him. It's like having a winger at left back. He's better going forward than some wingers. Just taking players on. His runs, his crosses are consistent. Like, consistently good. Anyway, we've got a corner. James Ward-Prowse. Beat the first man. Come on. Come on, James. Beat the... Oh, no, he goes short. Never mind. 1-2 with Somerville. Not the best return. It's a lofted ball to the back post for Souček. He should have... I think he was trying to put into an area for someone to attack, but there was no one attacking it and ended up just falling into the hands of Vicario. I don't think the return... What's happening here? Offside. Someone was offside. Never mind. I don't think the return from Somerville to Ward-Prowse was the best, though. You're going to do that, you need it to be crisp. Anyway, nearly 22 minutes on the clock. Good start by West Ham. Vicario out to Romero. They're playing on the edge of the box at the minute. We are trying to push up. I can see Graham Potter waving everyone forward here. And it's come through to Kilman, who's gone back to Hermansen. Walker Peters dropping back. Hermansen goes long. Didn't really have much option, to be fair. Romero wins it. Kudus now has it. Ward-Prowse tackles him. Diouf picks it up. Good ball by Kilman out to Ward-Prowse. I like that pass. And Somerville's been fouled by Sarr. And West Ham got a free kick just inside Spurs' half on our left-hand side. Kilman goes long, looking for Jared Bowen. It's a bad pass. I see why he tried it, but it was high and wide. I mean, watching the replay here, Van der Ven sort of jabs Fernandez in the throat and then pushes Walker Peters. Yeah, it's a foul. I'll still go back to what Ben said. We've been warned. We've got away with one. We've been warned. And we've worked it back to Hermansen at the minute. He's just giving it to Kilman. Don't know what happened between Tottenham's throw-in and now. I was watching replays of disallowed goal. Anyway, Mad Panos into Souček. Into Paqueta, who gives it out to Diouf, who's got a little bit of space. He's coming forward with it. Gives it to Somerville, and he's off. Kudus ain't following him at all. Somerville's cutting inside now. Meaty tackle there, but it's play on. Paqueta looks for Fernandez. Didn't come to anything. Hacked clear by Sarr. When it comes to Walker Peters, Jared Bowen's there with him. Walker Peters does it himself, puts it in. Paqueta goes down, gets cleared out, but Souček knocks it down. I like it. I feel like we've got them pinned back a little bit. We just need to go at them. Right, Walker Peters takes Simmons on and goes back to Fernandez. He's gonna cross it. No, he doesn't, and gives it to Walker Peters. And Simmons puts tackle. I agree with what people were saying. We just could do with a striker in the box, couldn't we? But saying that, I think obviously naturally you're gonna. If I was to say who do we take off to put on a striker, then you're going to say Ward-Prowse. I know people will, but I actually think our midfield's functioning. It's perhaps not the best, but I think it's working all right. I think Ward-Prowse and Souček are doing fine. I think Fernandez having a really good game in there. Tell's injured at the minute, so there's a bit of a delay in play. Malk saying, I found out yesterday on USA, apparently during a live, the Analytics only register people that have commented as a view, so need to encourage people to comment during lives. I'm not sure that's true. I hope not. Anyway, there's showing the replay. Paqueta went down, but I just not a pen. All right, Walker Peters is going to take the throw in. Gives it to Fernandez, who just couldn't quite get it right. It's always difficult when you're running at a throw and the throw-in comes at you. Tell's limping. I was always say pretend to be injured, but I think he actually looks injured. Anyway, Spencer a throw in. He's taken about 10 yards further forward than where the ball went out. The linesman's making him go backwards. But he's going to go back and then he's just going to run up and throw it. This happens all the time in football, doesn't it? It annoys me. 1, 2, 3, 4 strides and throws it. Yeah, what's the point? Anyway. Ward-Prowse heads it back to Kilman and he goes back to Hermansen. Bit of a bobbly pass back. And he gives it to Ward-Prowse, who gives it back to Kilman. A little dodgy first touch by Max Kilman there, but he's sort of got away. Fernandez has picked it up, but he can't keep it in. And it's a throw to Tottenham. Just inside West Ham's half on our right-hand side. Thank you to everybody who's just saying comment. Appreciate it. I genuinely do. I appreciate him saying it with a smirk, but it's the humour that you have. Right then, 26.5 minutes gone. Mickey van der Ven gives it back to Romero just inside Spurs half. West Ham on the halfway line waiting for them to come forward a little bit before they press, but Paqueta's pressing on his own. Bowen's gone out to engage with Spence. He's given it to Simmons, who's gone past Walker Peters. And advantage is played. I think he might pick up a booking for that. Spence with the ball into the front post, but Hermansen gathers. And Walker Peters may find himself in the referee's book for that foul. And it would not be a decision I disagree with. Anyway, Kilman's coming forward with it. He's trying to just lure a couple of players in, and it's a lovely ball out to Juve, but Romero was covering well. He's gone back to the keeper, and Juve's going to chase this one down. See, that's where that's annoyed me, that Paqueta, because Juve chased the ball all the way back to the keeper, so you've got to get up and help him, and I think we just let the keeper play it out easily there. That's good play by Juve, but I think there was just a little bit of a miscommunication, to be kind. I think if Paqueta had got on Van der Ven, he'd force Vicario. Vicario's crap with his left foot. He's all right with his right foot, but with his left foot, he's not comfortable. You always want to force Vicario onto his left foot, and Juve done that there, and I don't think we took advantage of it. Anyway, apologies if you can hear Grace screaming. I think she's away for her bath. She's through by. Vicario's got the ball just outside his box. Gives it to Romero. Tottenham just playing it around just inside their own half at the minute. They're just waiting for us to engage, but we're not. We are being quite disciplined in our press today. They're just inside our own half at the minute. Xavi Simmons giving it out to Romero just inside the Spurs half. He's coming forward with it. Ball in to Sarr. Great ball, great touch to Simmons, who lays off absolutely no one, but then we were a little bit slow to react to it, but we've got the ball back now. Walker Peters trying to play out from the back, and Bergvall intercepts it and out for a throw-in. Probably about 15, 20 minutes, 15, 20 yards away from the goal line at the minute. So Walker Peters is going to take a throw and gives it to Ward-Prowse, who just volleys it up the pitch. Paqueta will chase this one. Romero heads back to Van der Ven, goes back to Vicario. Not the best back pass, but he'll get away with that one. And he just goes long. Kilman goes up against Kudus and wins it. It's been flicked away. Romero brings it down. A lack of composure, I think, in the last 5 minutes or so from both teams. I think it's getting a little bit scrappy out there. Neither team really putting their foot on the ball and dictating play. I think Tottenham are looking comfortable inside their own half, but once they get over the halfway line, not so much. And it's a little bit erratic. Spence has it in a forward left position here, though, up against Walker Peters. Bergvall in overlap. He's got behind here, cuts back to Simmons. Well defended so far to Porro, who chips it to the back post for Bergvall, overhit, and a goal kick to West Ham. Well defended. Well defended. Right, come on then. Half an hour gone. Tottenham looking the better team for the last 5 minutes or so. We had a good couple of spells, but Spurs are just, without doing anything with it, they're seeing a bit more of the ball now. I think they're just finding it. I think Spurs are finding it a little bit easier to get within 30 yards of our goal. Hermansen with a goal kick. Porto heads it forward and Kilman gives it back to Hermansen. Mavpanos makes himself available and receives it. Bergvall pressing, but Souček makes himself available. And he goes to Walker Peters, who gives it to Fernandez. He gives it to Souček. I'm telling you now, Fernandez is just oozing class in this game. He's not done much wrong, and he's done a lot right. I like his passing, quick passing, first touch football. I like it. Kilman goes long, looking for Somerville, who must be offside, but Porto brings it down anyway. And it just goes back to Kilman. I mean, this is getting a bit scrappy, this game. Neither team playing well, neither team getting their foot on the ball. It's very hoof ball by both teams at the minute. Mavpanos going long now, looking for Bowen, who's worked himself central, but well defended by Romero. Going out to Spence, and Paqueta's going to have to get back here because Bowen's out of position, but Simmons is currently running with Spence on the overlap. Spence is starting to grow into this game. Walker Peters with a bit of a meaty tackle. He won the ball, but it's one of them, if you get that wrong, you're in the book. I assume he didn't get a yellow card, but it's a corner, which is time for a little bit of anxiety. I'm not going to lie. I'm a bit nervous defending these. Right, come on. Please do not show... Simmons is going to hit this. It's another in-swinger, so I do not want to see Walker Peters marking Romero again, but I feel like I will. Yes, that's what's happening. Walker Peters is marking Romero again. Paqueta's just in front of him. Come on, boy. Please don't. Simmons whips it in, and it's headed away by Jared Bowen at the front post, and further away by Somerville. Paulo goes back to Spence. Ward-Prowse pressing. Paqueta intercepts the pass. Gives it to Somerville. Out to Ward-Prowse. It's overhit, I think, but I think Ward-Prowse will keep this in. No, he doesn't. If Ward-Prowse was just a little bit faster, that would have been a fantastic counter-attack. There's two opportunities there. Paqueta could have passed that to Ward-Prowse, and he didn't. Because he knew Ward-Prowse ain't quick enough. So he sort of tried to almost like buy him time a little bit, and he was still too slow. It was just frustrating watching that. Showing us the goal again for the 100th time. Anyway, Tottenham have the ball. Sarr gives it to Porro just inside their own half. Porro goes over the top of Juve looking for Kudus, who's chasing it. And he wins a corner, in fairness. Kudus does. Juve touched it, but Kudus did well just to get in between player and ball and win a corner. So it's another Kudus corner, which led to the previous goal, which was disallowed. So hopefully we can defend this one successfully. I hate feeling this nervous at set pieces. Romero's on Walker Peters again. I just think you've got to be prepared to change it. I know we've got a plan, but I think you've just got to be able to Souček headed that one away. It's like another corner. Fernandez is getting bundled down at the back post. It's getting really grapply at these corners, and I don't like it because referees supposedly have been told to clamp down on this. Fernandez is all over Van de Ven there. We're going to need to be careful here. I don't like it. It's almost like law of averages is coming up a little bit, which is they have 10 corners. They're going to score from another one eventually, or we're going to concede a pen. I did VAR checking this. Fernandez does have his arms around him. He is getting a little bit handsy. I'm watching this now. He's... I mean, that's a possible pen. I don't think Van de Ven does much wrong there, whereas Fernandez has got his arms around him and got a hold of his shirt. He needs to be a bit careful, Fernandez. I don't like this. I don't like our defending of corners. I don't like Fernandez getting hands all over Van de Ven. The referee's now aware of it. The referee's... So it's no pen, but the referee will be looking for this now. He's just got to be careful. This is where Juif's telling Fernandez to calm down. I can see Juif saying to Fernandez, just watch what you're doing. This is where I'm looking at Souček, Kilman, and ball in. Anyway, headed down by someone. Ward-Prowse hacks it away. There's a Spurs player rolling around on the deck. Porto just hoofs it in. Mavpanos flicks away to Sarr at the back post. Cuts it back to Xavi Simons. I don't like this. Cross in. Out for goal kick. Fucking hell, man. Oh, I do not like defending corners at all. No, I'm not having it. There's no... We do not look confident. This is where I want to see some leadership, right? I want to see Bowen or someone. Someone's got to be in charge of that box, or Hermansen. Someone's got to be in charge that says, look, yes, we've got a plan, but it ain't working. Say to Fernandez, swap with Souček. Souček, you're on Van de Ven. Mavpanos, you're on Romero, or even Paqueta. Paqueta's all right in there. Not Walker-Peters. Good play there by Vicario. He's just dinked over Somerville to Porto, who goes long, looking for Kudus. Finds Kudus, who brings it down quite well. Gives it to Bergval, out to Sarr. Spurs coming forward with numbers here. He's given out to Kudus, who's got a bit of space out on the right for Spurs. Kilman's gone out to meet him. Kudus cuts it back to his left, crosses it in. Mavpanos heads it, and it's another corner to Spurs. They're racking up the corners. Hey, I don't like this. I don't like this. Nope. Come on, boys. The problem with these corners we're defending is it's not just one thing that's making me nervous. There's about 3 or 4 things making me nervous right now. Fernandez and Walker-Peters in particular. He's gone short, which is a silly thing to do when you're causing us problems. Porto crosses it in. I mean, it nearly worked. Sarr got his head on it. And it's another corner. Must have come off someone. Somerville was sleeping there for the short corner. Nah, I'm not having that as a corner. It looked like... Nah. I thought Kilman headed that onto Sarr's head. But it's a corner anyway. I didn't think that was a corner, but here we go. Kudus is going to take it. Fucking hell. Ball in. It's away by Souček. Somerville will overhead kick it. Porto picks it back up, gives it to Kudus. That's a good ball by him to Bergval. Bowen gets there, keeps it in, stops it going out for a corner. He's also... he wins a free kick. Well done, Bowen. Good play. Good play of Johnny Bowen. Brought it down and just bought a free kick off Bergval. Thank you very much. Stupid free kick to give away. Anyway. 38 minutes on the clock. We've got a free kick right in our corner on the left-hand side. Hermansen will take, and he will go long. That's one thing I've noticed. We're not offering Hermansen short options whatsoever at goal kicks or anything. We're just getting him to go long every single time. And this is another one, which Paqueta will challenge for. It goes up with Bergval and Souček, and Polina wins it. Mavpanos wins the header. A bit of head tennis going on. Sarr puts it long. Walker-Peters races against Simons and he wins it. And it's a throw into Tottenham just inside their own half over on our right-hand side. Spence will take the throw in. Simmons has got it now. Souček flicks it away into Romero. In the last 10 minutes, we've had 5 passes in the final third to Spurs 19, but they've had 5 corners. 5 times I've shit myself in the last 10 minutes. Anyway, Juve gives it to Somerville, who's been chased by Porto, fouled by Porto, but the referee plays advantage, and it's a good advantage to play. As he gives it to Fernandez, gives it back to Somerville. Good play by those two. Walker Peters in a little bit of space. Somerville finds him, gives it to Bowen. Paqueta's getting into the box, but he's the only one in there at present. But Bowen looks for him. Cross is deflected. Oh, Jesus. Van der Ven just tried to head it and headed it away from his goalkeeper, but ended up in his keeper's hands eventually. A bit of confusion in that Spurs defence. Just that lack of striker again for West Ham. When Bowen was coming forward there, Paqueta was in the box, but it was only him. Spurs playing around at the back. We're pressing high. We are man for man. Macari on his left foot. Goes long looking for Tell. Mavpanos wins it. Spence picks it up, gives it to Simmons, who comes over the halfway line with it. He's now going to run with it. He's looking good. He's cutting field and giving it out to Kudus. Just got 2-on-1 here. He needs a bit of a hand, but Somerville's there. He's found Bergval. Dinks into the box. Mavpanos clears it, kind of. Souček kind of clears it. Spence has now got it out on the left-hand side. Spurs are getting players in the box now. Spence looks for Bergval, but Kilman wins that header. Kudus picks it up and goes back to Porto. He swings it in. Souček heads it away. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Romero, Spurs centre-backs are now outside our box as well. Romero's now looking up into Bergval. Kilman's pressing him. Going out to Kudus on the right. He's running at Juve. He crosses it. Out for a corner. No, I'm not having this. There's a goal coming. A Spurs goal coming. You can just feel it. You can just smell it. You can feel this. We need half-time. Nearly just over 41 minutes on the clock. We need half-time. We need changes at half-time as well. I'm getting a bit nervous, chat. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a bit nervous. They've been a better team for a good 15, 20 minutes now. We haven't changed how we're defending corners, so let's see if it works. Kudus whips it in over Hermansen. Van der Ven. Hermansen does well there, actually, because it looked like Van der Ven was ready to have a free header. Simmons has put it back into the box. Away by Kilman. Kudus picks it up, cuts in. Goes down the right, cuts it back in. It's Van der Ven, it's Romero. It's messy. Paqueta's got it. He clears it. This is horrible by West Ham. I mean, arguably it's good defending, but we're just asking for trouble. Simmons, that is great play by Simmons and Spence, and I hate it. Good ball in. Kilman heads away. He's won a lot of headers in the last 5 minutes. He's needed to. Kudus picks it up now. Porto's on the move. Kudus has still got it. To Polina, he's gone back. Somerville's tried to tackle Van der Ven, but he's not strong enough. Spence now. He'll cross it again. Away by Souček. Back out to Spence. He must be offside. He was offside by a mile. But obviously not. Anyway, Porto's got it. Out to Kudus on the left. Up against Juve. Juve, great tackle on Kudus. Yes, the fans are on their feet. He's found Somerville. He's on the break. Paqueta's trying to move, but he's bit slow, and Van der Ven, good defending. West Ham have a throw. It's just a shame Paqueta wasn't a little bit quicker. Good tackle by Doof. Honestly, Kudus had it. Bang, in he went. Like that. Love that. That's what the game needed. Yes. Well done. Him and Fernandez are playing well. There's a few players playing well, actually. I think a few of them are having a good game. We just need to do better as a team. Bowen's intercepted that well. Bergval, that's surely a foul. He's rugby tackled him. Anyway, Tottenham come away with it. Simmons with the ball. Sarr's making his run. Spence is there as always to help him out. He's looking for the run of Tell, but Mavpanos cuts that out really well, and he gives it to Walker Peters, who gives it to Souček. Looks for Jared Bowen. Oh, no, it's Paqueta. He flicks it looking for Bowen, but Romero gathers that easily and has gone back to Vicario. 44 minutes on the clock now. Shouldn't be too much stoppage. There was a quick VAR check, 2 VAR checks, but they weren't that long, so maybe 4 minutes, I think. Bit of head tennis going on at the minute, but Fernandez brings it down and he goes back to Walker-Peters. He's gone back to get it off him as well. I like Fernandez. He's playing with a little bit of cojones, do you know what I mean? Anyway, Somerville's just been fouled by Pedro Porro just inside the Spurs half over on our left, and we've got a free kick. Malik saying, loving the Juve Somerville partnership. I am as well. I'm loving the weird one. I'm loving the Fernandez and Walker-Peters one myself. 2 former Saints players linking up well down that side. Anyway, we're just knocking around at the minute. Fernandez involved. Mavpanos coming over the halfway line with the ball, looking up. Walker-Peters out to Paqueta, who's playing out on the right for the last few minutes, and Bowen's gone up front. Walker-Peters now, is Simmons behind him. He's giving it to Paqueta. Bowen's in the middle. Souček's in the middle. Paqueta and Fernandez, quick couple of 1-2s, but didn't quite work. And now Spurs may break, and they do break. Simmons is coming forward here. It's a bad touch, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Just 2 minutes of stoppage time. 2 minutes stoppage time. Mavpanos will take a throw-in. For some reason, I get nervous when centre-backs take throw-ins. Don't know why. Just don't like it. Just doesn't feel natural. Doesn't look natural. Anyway, he didn't take it. He let Walker-Peters take it. He's gone long though. Mavpanos looking for Somerville, who lost out, but it's all right. It's gone to Kilman. It's gone back to Hermansen. Out to Mavpanos. Walker-Peters and Souček offering up options. He's given it to Walker-Peters, who's given it to Souček, and he's gone long looking for Paqueta. Not the worst ball in the world, because Romero's had to put out for a throw-in. Turned out to be a good pass, that, actually. Gives us a throw-in just inside their half, allows us to push up. Paqueta takes it really quickly. And we've gone back to Mavpanos. See, at times we're playing some good stuff. It's just defending corners. I just don't like it. Anyway, Somerville and Juve again. Juve will whip this one in. No, he doesn't, which is good because there was no one there. He tries to take on Porro. It's well defended actually in the end. Gives it to Kudus, who gives it back to Porro, and he just whacks it long. Tal's got it. Now Kudus has got it, and Kilman is chasing him. But Kudus has found Xavi Simons, is running forward with it here. Paqueta's chasing him. Spencer's on the overlap as always. But Walker-Peters puts in the first tackle, and Paqueta's fouled him. And that's a needless foul by Paqueta. There's just no need for it. Spencer's facing the corner flag. He had Walker-Peters and Paqueta behind him. 5 seconds on the clock, and Paqueta's just given away the free kick. I mean, it was a free kick. Paqueta's just kicked him on the heel, but it was just a silly foul, silly free kick to give away. We're not good at defending these. All you had to do was just stand up, let Spence head towards the corner flag. He might have blew up there and then the referee, but now we've got to defend a free kick. That was a silly foul to give away. I don't like it. Anyway. Just blow for half time, ref. He's sat on the floor taking ages. Just peep up. Why is he? Why is the foul there? He's literally got up and the free kick's been. I don't know. Anyway, we've got to defend a free kick, so I don't like this. We defend this. It's 0-0 at half time. I don't like it. Xavi Simons will fire this one in. Well defended by Bowen at the front post. Porro swipes at it. Souček heads it away, and it's half time. Half time, 0-0. I'll take that, all things considered. Desperate defending. Anyway, right. Just want to say thank you because I've missed a couple. So I just want to say thank you to James. How you feeling? He asked that just before kick-off. I was feeling optimistic, James. Do you know what? I still am. We'll discuss it. I want to say thank you to Brian. I think he's made a mistake, Brian, because he's put in 2 different things, but it's the exact same super chat. But so, Brian, thank you for your 2 super chats. I hope you meant to do 2 and you've not just mugged yourself off a little bit, but I appreciate the support. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Half time, West Ham United 0, Spurs 0. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. If you're new around here, please also do drop a like on the video as well by clicking the thumbs up. Right then, I think we started well. I think there's been some good passages of play from us. There's been some good moments from us. I think we're lacking that striker. Defensively, I am terrified every time we have to defend a corner. I just do not like it. I don't feel confident in us. Obviously, we conceded a goal from a corner, but I think it was a foul by Van der Ven. But it was a warning sign. Now, nothing else has happened since then. They've obviously had a few corners and we've defended them reasonably well. But I have to admit, it does feel like a goal is coming from a Tottenham set piece, and that's worrying me a little bit. Actually, that's what I was going to say a little bit. It's terrifying me. I do not like watching us try and defend set pieces. We're not very good at it. I think the set piece deliveries from Spurs have been quite good. But that aside, in open play, they're putting a lot of crosses in Tottenham, and we're doing all right with them. I think Patterson and Kilman, I have to say, are defending somewhat excellent. They're not really creating much from open play, Tottenham. I think we're actually handling them quite well. Going forward, we're looking good. I think a lot of our players are playing well, to be honest with you. I'm just looking at the player ratings on the screen now. I think they're being a bit unkind. They're obviously stats driven. But I think Walker Peters is playing well. I think Mampanos playing well. I think Kilman's playing well in the 18-yard box. Doof's having an excellent game. I think Souček's doing all right. I think Ward-Prowse he's doing all right, but I think he's also the issue. Thank you, Pigs. I'll stop the clock in a minute. Ward-Prowse isn't doing anything bad. I just don't think he's doing anything good either, whereas I think a lot of them are doing good things. Bowen, I think, is looking busy but could do better. Fernandez, I think, is looking excellent. I think him and Juve have been our two best players by far. I think Somerville's been looking really good. His partnership with Juve's looking really good down there. And Paqueta, he's looked okay. I think he's looking all right when he's involved. I just don't think he's been involved enough, to be honest with you. So that's my evaluation of the sort of the first half. Really, I think we've had a lot of players playing well. I think we've got a lot of good performers out there. But this is where I would love to see Potter be brave at halftime. And being brave is making a substitution, maybe even two. Because if he puts out the same team again, could we win the game? Yes, we could, because we've had our opportunities against this Tottenham team in the first half. We've created some chances. Now, we've only really had one shot that's troubled Vicario, and that was Paqueta's shot, which went wide. But it's not enough. I think we will have bits and pieces in the second half, but that's not enough. I think we should aim for more. We should be more ambitious. We should be looking at that in the first half, saying, do you know what? That Spurs team ain't that great. Let's make an early change and let's go and try and score the first goal. Let's go try and win this game, because we can. This game is there for the taking. We can win this match. I've got no doubt about it. We can also lose the match. I've got no doubt about that. And it will come down, I think, to the subs. I would not be surprised. In fact, I would expect this game to sit 0-0 until substitutions are made. I think the managers will win or lose this game going by what subs they make. So I want Graham Potter to take this game. You know, you look at players and say, what are you going to do? I think Fernandez has shown a lot of responsibility out there. I think he's trying to get on the ball. I think he's moving the ball really well. I think Somerville's playing well. Juice's playing well. I think a lot of our players are playing well. So you've got to help them as much as you can. Get a striker on that pitch and try and win this game. Because if Somerville, Bowen and Paqueta were playing crap, I would understand his hesitation to put a striker on, because you say, well, who's going to give him the ball? Actually, we've shown in that first half the supply is there. Juve's whipped in a couple of really good crosses. Fernandez has whipped in a couple of overhit crosses, but he's getting in position to get them in there. Bowen's picked up a couple of good positions on the right. He's just reluctant to cross it because there's no one to cross it to. Walker Peters has got in good positions. That team that started, that team that's on that pitch right now, has shown they are capable of getting the ball into dangerous positions, and Doof has shown he's capable of whipping dangerous crosses in. We've got two big problems in that first half, in my opinion. One is defending set pieces, and I don't think there's anything you can do on the bench. I don't think there's any subs you can do that's going to make us better at defending set pieces. There isn't. And I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to make subs to try and defend set pieces better. But so two things that I think we're struggling with in the first half. One, defending set pieces. Two, it's just a lack of striker. Just having a lack of someone in the box. We are getting the ball high, we're getting the ball wide, we're getting the ball in the middle, but there's just no one there to finish it. So which one do you go for? I'm going to say Callum Wilson. I think I'd bring Wilson on. It's difficult. I wouldn't take Souček off. I appreciate why some people, AI, Al, I don't know if it's AI or Al, but AI is saying get Souček off. I understand why, right? But I think he's too important defensively. I think defensively he's too important. I think some of those corners that we are struggling to defend, he's won a couple of the headers. We are crap at defending set pieces. And whilst I don't want to see us make a sub in order to try and defend them better, what I also don't want to do is take off one of the guys that can actually make a difference defensively. So I'd leave Souček on. I would take Ward-Prowse off. I would take James Ward-Prowse off. And I would put on... See, I'm struggling here. How brave do you be? I think... Do you take off Paqueta? He looks a bit tired. I don't think Paqueta looks on his game today yet. But I think with a striker moving back, he might be a bit more influential. So I think what I would do at half-time is take off Ward-Prowse and put on Wilson. Put Fernandes and Paqueta deeper in midfield alongside Souček. So that's your midfield three. Souček, Paqueta, Fernandes. Bowen, Somerville on the wings. Wilson up front. But if we start to struggle, I'd maybe look at bringing Magassa on to have that legs back into midfield. So I'd go risky and I'd go bold and see how it plays out. What I wouldn't do is just play it safe. Because I think safe gets you burnt in this game. I'm looking at the Spurs bench. Got Brennan Johnson. They've got Moani. You might not bring him on. He's got Richarlison, I think, is on the bench, who's been in form for Tottenham, who would do a better job than Tell up front. Bringing Richarlison on for Tell would make a significant difference to Spurs in the second half. So that's what I would do. Ward-Prowse off, Wilson on, and I'd have Magassa ready to go, just in case we start getting overrun in midfield. And that's where he's going to have to be brave and sub possibly Paqueta and put Magassa on there just to fill that midfield up a little bit. But go win this game. We can win this game. I think we can win it. Clayton saying playing it safe is keeping Souček on. I just don't want to see us, honestly. Cram saying Ward-Prowse and Souček off, Wilson, Magassa on. I would just worry about set pieces without Thomas Souček. I think Souček's pivotal to defending corners. I don't want to see us defend a corner without Thomas Souček, to be honest with you. I'm already getting nervous enough. I'll get even more nervous if I see us try and defend a set piece. I know people say you can't keep Souček on for set pieces. The stats are on the screen. We've conceded 8 corners already. That's in the first half. Ward-Prowse for Wilson. What would you do, chat? What would you do? Beneath the headphones, does it sound like? No, I don't think so. It went to general sale, so I think that's an indication which says no. Mark saying keepers rooted to the line of every corner. I'm not going to say anything because I'm going to come across like I'm defending Hermansen for the sake of it. So I'm not going to say what I'm going to say because it will look like that. And Fortune's down under saying, I hope Potter gives a halftime speech of his lifetime to get the lads up for the second half. I hope so. Big Lebowski saying Kudus corners are dangerous. When did he start? I don't know. It's funny, isn't it? Him and Declan Rice is whipping him in for Arsenal as well. When he was with us, Moyes put him on corners. He was pretty poor at them. Clayton saying Magassa can deal with headers. I don't know, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't. I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know. I've never seen him play. So because of that, I can't say bring Magassa on and he'll be all right at corners. I don't know. I've not seen it yet. I mean, I suppose I could look it up, like statistically, but I think it'd be a bit boring if people sit and watch me look up what his heading statistics are like. The problem is Magassa played so few minutes last season. TWB saying Wilson needs to come on. We're playing all these crosses with no centre forward. Yeah, I completely agree. John saying 15 minutes and Wilson for Ward-Prowse. Fair enough. I'll do it now. Mark saying Magassa was a centre back. I appreciate that, but Mark, Jean-Claire Todibo, Nair Fagerd, 2 centre backs doesn't mean they're good in the air, does it? A centre back does not equal good in the air, in my opinion. I completely agree with this one, by the way. Alex, get Walker Peters off marking. I completely agree. I get why some managers do zonal marking and man marking, and you put your best headers in the zonal marking. I get it, right? We go Paqueta, Souček, Kilman and Madpans. We try and put them along the 6-yard box. I get it. But you absolutely have to give your players on the pitch permission to adapt. You cannot just stay so rigid that you ignore what's happening in front of you. There should be someone. It should be Bowen, but I think for corners, when I used to play football, I never liked the corner. I never liked the captain organising it for corners. I often thought it should either be possibly your best centre back or your goalkeeper. I always thought it should be one of those that your leader at the back or your goalkeeper. One of them should organise corners as they see it there and then, and it's their responsibility. And you should be allowed to adapt on the pitch. So I think after that first corner, someone, whether it's Souček, whether it's Kilman, whether it's Hermansen, whether it's someone on that pitch, should have the permission from Graham Potter to go, right, next corner, Walker Peters, you're coming off Romero. You're now going to go wherever, and I'm going to put someone else there, whether it be Souček, whether it be Paqueta, someone that's stronger in the air. We're going to put him against Romero to get rid of this. Just like when you watch Fernandez grappling with Van de Ven at the back post, someone should be there to say, right, we need to sort this. Fernandez and Juve swap. Right, clearly Fernandez isn't great in the air. He's just there to try and block Van de Ven. But there's a way of doing it without committing a foul, and I don't think what he's doing is the way to do it. But there should be someone in that box, I think, that's allowed to just say, right, we're going to do this. And then when we get in at half-time, we'll have a word with the gaffer and say, look, I've swapped it because it ain't working. I think I completely agree. Get Walker Peters off him marking Romero. It's just asking for trouble, I think. Right then, Baz saying we look good down the flanks, but bad down the middle. Frank saying we're busy marking Kudus with Juve, and Somerville leaving Porto to attack us. Ian saying Magassa for Ward-Prowse, Wilson for Paqueta, who looks exhausted. Yeah, I thought he looked a little bit tired as well. Didn't know if it was just me. It might just be me and you, Ian, but at least it's not just me. Joshua said 48.6% aerial win rate for Magassa, which isn't a bad win rate. Iron saying he'll start a second same lineup, which is dangerous because Tottenham are going to come out like a bat out of hell, and then 15 minutes make the change. Come on, Potter. Yeah, if Spurs don't make any changes, we might be okay, but we'll have to wait and see. Big like Lebowski saying we're doing a good job of Kudus. He's quality, but need to watch other players. Spurs need to keep Tell on, another quality player, and there will be problems. I don't know. I think putting Richarlison on for him might cause us problems, to be honest with you. I'm a Richarlison fan, though. Do you know sometimes you know that you're a fan of a certain player? I'm a bit like that. I know I'm a fan of Richarlison, so I try to remain reserved in my opinion of him because I think I probably do overrate him. PCT, thank you very much. £2 towards some new pants after pooing it 5 times in 5 minutes. Yeah, I will be in the second half. Every corner I'm gonna panic anyway. They're out for the second half. Let me get my big clock ready to push submit. Jared Bowen's going to take kickoff. Let me just move my screen. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for sticking with me. And the second half is underway. West Ham have taken kickoff. Come on, boys. The game is winnable. No changes from either team. Panos has got the ball in the middle of the pitch. He's giving it to Fernandez, to Bowen, to Paqueta. Quick passing by West Ham. Bowen with a snapshot. 20 yards out. Jugged it well wide. Jeff, no. I forgot the Kit Kat. I'm sorry. I have no snacks in the drawer. Sometimes I have 1 or 2 snacks in this drawer whilst I'm working. But no snacks. Sad times. Anyway, goal kick for Spurs. Vicario has it and gives it to Mickey van der Ven. It goes long. Been a lot of long balls in this game from both teams. West Ham won a free kick. Not given. Bergval comes forward. Spence on overlap again for the 100th time this match. Walker Peters cuts out his cross, which means we're ready to defend the corner. 1 minute on the clock. First corner for Spurs. I can't do this. This is not good. We're in the process of trying to purchase a house, and we're in that period where we've got to decide about like insurance and stuff. And it covers heart attacks. I'm a bit worried I'm going to have one before I take out that insurance, so I won't even get the payout. I'll just get the heart attack without the payout. Oh, Walker Peters is still on the medal. That's brilliant. Anyway, Simmons takes the corner. Sarah, back post. It's a fucking goal. It's 1-0. It's come from a corner. Shot caller. Sarah at the back post. Unmarked. Tottenham are winning. Spurs have scored from a corner. Who's seen that one come in? Everyone. Everyone's seen that one come in. He's completely unmarked. Whose job's that? Fuck's sake. This is bullshit. Us defending corners is a cheat code for the opposition. Does Graham Potter have a set piece, coach? What's going on? He's unmarked. He's just stood there. Sar's just stood there. No one's even looking at him. Whips it into the back post. It's just literally no one marking him. No one. We've got 4 players marking the front post. What the fuck? Well, whoever did that at Spurs, set pieces, well done. I don't know his name. What's his name? Cochrane. Is that his name? I think it's him. I think that does the set pieces. Bullshit. We've not got anyone marking the back post. We're all stood at the front post, so he just whips it to the back post. It's pathetic. This is what I was saying at half time. You need to be able to adapt. We're stuck to a very rigid system, and it's fucked us. Well, what about the 3-man? Oh, no. We zonal, Mark. You stay where you are. You're not allowed to move. Stay there. You're not allowed. We're not allowed to move. We must stay in our position. Yeah, but there's a guy unmarked. No, you're not allowed. Anyway, we're on attack here. Fernandez to Bowen. Please score. Bowen! Oh, we've got... Why don't I feel like... We've got a corner now. Why don't I feel like I do the reverse? I don't have that excitement watching us attack a corner as I do with the nerves watching us try to defend one. It was a snapshot from Bowen, a comfortable save by Vicario. He made hard work of it, and we've got a corner out of it. I'm pissed off, man. 2 things. We had 2 problems in the first half. One of them was defending set pieces. We've had 15 minutes to do something about it, and we've done fuck all about it. It's really pissed me off. We've got a corner. Ward-Prowse puts it in. Vicario punches it. It was a big header by Juve. I mean, it was going to take something excellent to head it in from there, but Vicario saved it. He's found Xavi Simons. Paqueta's up against him. He's skinned Paqueta. He's looking for the run of Tell. Walker Peters does well to get there. Well done, Walker Peters. He's giving it to Paqueta. It goes past Xavi Simons, but the ball's out for a throw-in. Well, at least fucking change it. You know, it was kind of working at 0-0, but it's not 0-0. We're 1-0 down now. Change it, please. Just try and win this game. Oh, Spence has completely just done James Ward-Prowse. Mavpanos has tackled him. That was Souček, sorry. I think it was, I don't know. He's done Souček or Ward-Prowse anyway. I appreciate there's about a foot difference, but apart from that, they look quite similar from a distance. Oh, Fernandez gave away. Tails running our defence, has a shot. Mavpanos blocks it. I mean, this could get... We need to be careful here because Spurs could really quickly get a second one. I agree with Thomas. Defending on corners is stupid and it's 100% tactical. I completely agree with that one. 100% agree. Long throw by Bergvall. Headed away by Mavpanos. Van der Ven picks it up. Puts it into the box. Manson gathers it and looks for the quick release, but there's no option, so he gives it to Mavpanos. Long ball looking for Bowen. It's not a bad pass, actually. Spence under pressure here. That's a foul. Yeah, it's a free kick. Spencer's getting a booking. 100% a booking in a foul. What's he on about? Great ball by Mavropanos. Mavropanos is playing well, I'll tell you that. Bowen got there just in front of Spence, but Spence clattered into the back of him. It was. Do you know something? It's a good foul to give away, because if he hadn't, Bowen's in. It's a very wide angle, but he scored from an angle like that against Spurs last season. And he slipped it through Vicario's legs. Anyway, we've got a free kick. I'd like to be excited, but I'm not. Can we see some substitutions? Substitutions. We've got 2 strikers on the bench as well. Can we just... Come on, man. Kilman's pointing where he wants it. Bergvall is watching Max Kilman point to where he wants it. But I don't know why he points there, because he's going to make a run, right? Anyway, who's taking it? Ward-Prowse looks for Kilman. Oh, it's over the bar. Done well to get his head on it, Kilman. But will I say it? Do you know what I will? It's the 5th game in the row, but I'm going to say it. The free kick is lofted. It's a very difficult thing to do. It's very difficult to head a lofted ball like that. When you jump up and the ball's coming down vertical, it's hard to deal with that one. I don't like his crosses. I don't like them. Anyways, Tottenham got it. Spencer's got it. Bowen's pressing him. Looks for Simmons. Walker Peters getting a bit handsy. Mavpanos has done well again. He's had a good game. Well done, Konstantinos Mavropanos. Gone back to Hermansen. To Kilman. Out to Thomas Souček. Goes back to Hermansen. He goes long, looking for Paqueta, but Spence with a free header. Souček with a bad touch. And, oh, fucking hell, that's a bad tackle. Oh, he's sent off. Souček sent off. It's a horrible... Oh, it's the first touch of a trampoline. What's he doing? What's he doing? Souček. He knows as well. He's completely ripped the sock. Fucking hell, that is high. That is right high on... That's a bad tackle. It's just a really bad first touch by Souček, and it's studs on Polinia just below the knees. A stupid and reckless thing to do. It's... Now we're down to 10 men. Stonewall red card. Goal down, man down. He's apologising to the fans, but a horrendous first touch. It's his first touch that's the problem there. As soon as he's done that bad first touch, he's lunging after it and he gets nowhere near it. We're going to get battered at set pieces now. We're going to get battered. This game's going to end up 5-0 or something. We were struggling. We're man down. Anyway, Spurs have taken a free kick. Romero goes long, looking for Bergvall, who's got in behind Mavropanos, who's headed it, and it's fucking Jesus Christ. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. Bergvall scored. Game over. 55 minutes. Well, I thought Mavropanos has been having a good... To be fair, I do think he has been having a good game. He just runs between Mavropanos and Kyle Walker-Peters. There's no one there, and he just loops it over Hermansen. He's too short. He's too small. Gets a fingertip to it. He's too short. He goes to come for it, stops, and then he's 2 yards off his line, so the header just loops over him. It's an easy goal. Fucking hell. Where do we get battered? What a way to get battered. I've always thought Hermansen was weak in the air, but when I said that, I meant at crosses. I didn't mean at saving shots above his head. Fucking, I thought he was good at that. Jesus. Has he made a sub yet? He doesn't even look like he's preparing a sub, like considering a sub. He's just staring. Spencer's just done Fernandez. He's now running at us. This is... See, this is where... When I say I'm Potter not arsed, times like this I think actually I am. I just want him gone. But who the fuck we're going to bring in, I don't know. But there's a couple of decent managers available at the minute, so... Bergvall, long throw, Polina flicks it on, Juve flicks it on, and it's out for a corner. Oh, I've got to watch us defend a corner. I can't be arsed going to my 80s night now. Luckily, no one around here knows me. So they don't know I support West Ham. I'll just pretend I support Stoke. I assume they won. Anyway, we defend a corner. No, we're not. We're going to watch Spurs attack a corner. Kudus whips it in. Polina wins the header. And it's out for a goal kick. We're still... Right, nothing happened there, right? Okay, so I feel like I shouldn't complain, but I'm going to. Guilherme's coming on. And Magassa's coming on. We're still marking no one at the back post. That corner Kudus just took, they still had 3 or 4 players unmarked at the back post. Just... Fucking hell, man. Who's he going to take off? Ward-Prowse, Paqueta. I bet that's what he does. He'll leave Bowen up front. Guilherme on the right for Paqueta. He might take off Somerville again. He's been injured for 7 months, hasn't he? Spurs just passing it around now. Don't blame them. Actually, I do. They should be trying to get 3 or 4 here. They're just playing it around. We're just watching them. Fucking... Spence out on the left, puts the ball into the back post towards Kudus. He cannot score. Please do not let him score. Juice battling with him, and he's done well. Throw into Tottenham. Fernandez is going off, and Somerville's going off to replace by Guilherme and Magassa. I get it. I would have taken Ward-Prowse off just because he's not very good, but I get why he's done that. He's put on a more defensive midfielder in there to play alongside Ward-Prowse, and he's taken Somerville. Somerville's been out for 7 months, isn't he? And we're 2 goals down. It makes sense to protect Somerville, I think. Anyway, I'm pleased to see Guilherme. Hopefully he can do something in this half an hour. Do something. Don't know why Ward-Prowse is still on. At least do a 3rd sub. Anyway, we're taking the throw in. Juice's going to go long to Romero. Magassa's won it. That's good play by the new boy. I like that. Throw in to West Ham. Off Kudus. Billy, thank you for a £2 super chat. I don't know if he's talking about the watch along in the game, but he said he's turned it off. No chance he's watching this shit. I do know what he means. Anyway, Billy, thank you for your £2 super chat. And Ross with his £2 saying Nuno in the morning. I wouldn't be against it. Unsure about our squad's suitability to Nuno, and his football's shit. Like, his football's effective, but it's Moyes. Nuno football is Moyes ball, right? What we don't like, but it's might be better than this. Spence is absolutely pumping us down this side. He's had a good game. I think he's been their best player. Thank you, Paul. That's kind. Thank you for the support. As always, Paul, you're a very kind supporter of the channel. Baby Guinness fun. Think you may need a few. Yeah, I will. I hope they do Baby Guinness. Anyway, we're defending a corner. Oh, no, wait. They've got a corner. They're attacking a corner. We're not marking the back post again. So if Tottenham want to score, just whip it to the back post. Simmons puts it in. Hermansen punches. Comes out to Porto. Goes out to Tell. Cuts inside. Bergval's unmarked, but he cuts inside further. Eventually finds Bergval. Up against Kilman. It bobbles around to Van der Ven, and it's 3-0. We are fucking shit. See, that's not because you're down to 10 men. That's because you're shit and you don't give a fuck. That's all that is. They're just playing it through. There's still half an hour to go. We're going to get murdered here. We are getting murdered. This could be 5-6 if they can be arsed. Oh, Jesus. Right, this is why I don't want to do watch-alongs. I don't want to be sat here right now. Van der Ven scored. 3-0 Tottenham. I mean, Bergval completely, miscontrolled it, and it just rolled to Van der Ven, who just swept it home. This is shit. Everyone's leaving. Not surprised. I'm surprised they're still there. Talge gave it to Polina, who gave it to Bergval, who's completely unmarked. And he sort of tried to dummy it, come inside, miscontrolled it. It landed at Van der Ven. And he just, with his weak foot, put it in the far corner. It's a really good finish by Mickey Van der Ven. We are just fucking dreadful. We are stinking. Potter's just stood there puffing. He's just going, what do you mean? Your shit set piece tactics have caused this. Fuck this shit. 3-0, half an hour to go. I don't even think it's finished. It's going to be 4 or 5. I agree with this, by the way. Richard. No emotion. Potter should be screaming at his defenders. It's close. I completely agree. Right, that's the worst thing. It's not just him. It's the rest of them as well. Trolls are saying the same. Kilman's Gormless in a 0%. Yeah, they all do. Ready. Turn off the computer. Take a break. I can. It's my job. Onion saying turn it off. It's my job. Honestly, if it wasn't my job, I think I would. But I don't have an option. I'm here till the end. Hopefully we can see something half decent from someone. I think we will. From fucking Tottenham players. That's the problem. Right, I'm going to do my best to give you commentary. Romero's coming forward with it. Van der Ven. Spence is unmarked. He's got the ball. He's had an excellent game for Spurs. He's now giving it to Simmons, who's up against Mavpanos. Back to Spence. It's 3-on-2 in Tottenham's favour in the box. I kid you not. Kilman and due for marking Tell, Sarr and Kudus right now in that box. Mavpanos has come back into the box now, though. We are getting battered. And it might be more. They're bringing on subs, but Charlison's coming on. But Tottenham. Callum Wilson's coming on. 20 minutes. 20 minutes late. Callum Wilson's coming on. Yeah, that's what we need at 3-0 down. What's he going to do? What's Wilson going to... Like, it's almost unfair. At this point, I think he's putting him on so he can get a bit of money. There's Potter at it here. Why are you bringing on Callum Wilson now? What's the point? Like, I'm trying to remove emotion here. We're down to 10 men and we're just booting the ball, right? We're down to 10 men just hoofing it up the pitch. So why are you bringing on a striker that can't run? Like, he's not quick. What's the point? Is it so he can get... Well, at least Wilson's coining in. Sullivan's probably stressing out because he's going to have to pay Callum Wilson an appearance bonus for running around up front. What's the point, though, bringing him on? There is none. Bring Freddie Potts on and bring him on for Ward Prowse and just try and give him experience. A bit like what you're doing with Magassa. Give him something so there's some tiny positives to take out. I say positives, benefits to take out of this. Anyway, watch Wilson score now. I hope he does. This isn't a criticism of Wilson. I just don't see the point of bringing him on when the game's in this state. Anyway, Paqueta went off. We're just knocking the ball around at the minute on the halfway line. Gone long looking for Bowen. He's brought it down quite well. Giving it to Walker Peters. Giving it back to Bowen. Wilson's in the middle. A good play there by Walker Peters and Bowen. Bowen still got it. And shot/cross. Beccario gathered it regardless. Spence has got it. We're playing our famous 4-4-1 formation right now. Spurs just knocking it around. They're into training ground mode. We're into we are shit mode. Bergval's got it. Spencer made a good run. Bergval ignored him. And he's gone out to Porto. Guilherme's chasing him. He's found Bergval, who's looking for Sarr, but Magassa's nipped in. He's looked alright since he came on, Magassa. I have to say that. He's big anyway, that's for sure. Hard to evaluate him in a game of these circumstances, but there's been some nice touches from him. Ball over for Sarr, flicks it in towards Bergval. Kilman clears it. Polina picks it up. We're just sitting, waiting for Tottenham to score a fourth one, really. I'm not even kidding. They're picking up pockets of space. Here comes Porto. He fancies it. He gives it to Kudus. No. Blocked. Corner. Oh, he was offside. Thank God. The Charlison's coming on. Who's going off? Xavi Simons is going off, and number 24. Bergwell? Spence, sorry. Spence is going off. Udogi's coming on for Spence. That makes sense, doesn't it? And Richarlison's come on to replace Xavi Simons. So I assume Tell will go out to the left-hand side and Richarlison will play through the middle. Thank you, Charles. Thank you very much. Come on, Gio, you do well and watch. I know, but I'm not enjoying this. West Ham. It's West Ham is a problem. It's not me. Vinny saying Ariola should come back in. I might have been unfair on the keeper. Possibly not, Vinny. I think more people would agree with you than disagree. I think we've got bigger issues than the goalkeeper, but he's not had a good game, has he? But thank you for the support. I appreciate it. And thank you, Fortunes Down Under, for the $8 saying, don't worry about a boycott and people not turning up. Let us play and fans will leave anyway. We're laughable now. Gio for Prime Minister. Thing is, that's the problem with a boycott, innit? On when we played Brentford. The board will just blame Potter. They'll say it's because Potter's shit. That's why people aren't coming. Tottenham are just walking about and we're just walking about. Wilson's got it. He's giving it to Guilherme. He's on the move. He's trying to get him. Good defending by Romero. Unlucky. Guilherme was unlucky there. Just, you can see what they were trying to do. Anyway, Kudus has got it. He's trying to show off a little bit. What's he doing here? I don't want to see Enzo Maresca arrive. Actually, yeah, I do. I'd rather see Enzo Maresca getting off the bus. More of that, please. Less of West Ham. The less West Ham I have to watch, the better. Garnacho with his cheap. I always find it funny that footballers... Oh, fuck off. Kudus is showboating. Someone needs to go through him here. I always find it funny when footballers have got... Do you know the headphones that come free with your phone? Like the wired ones. He's wearing them. I always find it strange that you wear the freebie ones. But fair enough. $20 minutes to go. Only 20 more minutes of this to watch. At the minute, it's just Tottenham pretending to try and West Ham pretending to put in effort. Both teams are just playing at training ground pace here. The game's won, the game's lost, whichever way you want to look at it. Up here they come. Udogi's got the ball. Cuts it back to Polina, well blocked by Magassa. It's a throw in for Spurs. This is the problem when you bring on subs, they don't tend to have that. Do you know what I mean? I understand players that have started the game. I understand them relaxing a little bit and taking their foot off the pedal. But those that come off the bench, I think you guys should be at it. And they're Tottenham are ready to do another 3 subs. I can see Brennan Johnson. I can see Danso. Anyway, long throw's been thrown out and Bowen's won free kick on the edge of our box. At least we're not going to concede for the next 20 seconds. Get in. Thomas Frank telling Brennan Johnson with his pen. These boys are shit. You don't need to do much. Just run. They'll get out of the way. Get corners. Cross it. Goals. There you go. That's Brennan Johnson's talk. I wear hearing aids. Expert lip reader. Can't argue with me. I read exactly what Frank said in between chewing his gum, and that's what he said. Anyway. Juice wrestling with Kudus. I'm all for it at this point. I'm up for that. Tottenham have just played through our 3-man press, and Bergval's looking for Richarlison, who goes back to Kudus, who skins Magassa. He's looking quite confident. Kudus has started to play a little bit the last 5 minutes. Hope he gets subbed off for Johnson. With Pelina back to Porto, to Kudus. He's got some space. Gives it to Porto. And it's gone out for a goal kick. I know people are talking about Nuno. Well, I think he's a good manager. You know, he got Wolves into European football. He got Forest into European football. He'd be better than this. I just think the football's not. And if you want effective football, then Nuno's a good manager. If you want entertaining football, then I wouldn't go for Nuno. You're not going to get entertaining football. You're going to get, you know, defensive stuff. 30% possession, counter-attacking football. It'll be effective, hard to beat. Try win games 1-0. I don't think we'd get relegated, but I don't think we'd enjoy it. Tottenham just playing it around at the minute. Wilson buzzing, got his appearance fee. Michael, thank you for the $10 super chat. Said I said this earlier, but this is what happens when a manager who doesn't make changes at half time when it's obvious we needed them. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's the set piece thing that's pissed me off the most. Just ignored all the warning signs. Anyway, Tottenham are still pretending they're trying to score, but they're not really. The subs might come on and try and do something, but they're happy with 3-0. To be honest with you, I think we're happy with 3-0. Potter's still looking like he knows what he's doing. Fucking hell, Gaffer, that's reassuring. That's properly motivating me for the game. Your deep exhale. Just what I need to see when we concede a goal. It's still just Tottenham passing around. I'm sorry. I know you might be thinking, what's going on here? Nothing's going on. Saying that, Tao's running at Walker Peters. And into the box, it came through to Hermansen. Long ball looking for Bowen, and Udogie gives him a nudge. And it's a throw into Spurs. Subs for Spurs. 3 subs. Towels going off. 15, I think, is Bergval. Yep, he's going off. He's got his goal. He's off. Mickey van der Ven's going off. Dansel's coming on. Brennan Johnson's coming on. Someone else is coming on. Nah, I'm not having this. Odelberg came on as well. No, Joe, I'm not all right. I'm sad. I'm sad and I'm pissed off with Potter. And I'm sad. I don't like losing. I don't like losing this fixture. But I'm pissed off with the manner in which we've lost it. I'm pissed off with the reasons we've lost it. And this is going to sound stupid at 3-0 down. But I think if he had made changes at half-time, we could have went on to win this game. And I appreciate that sounds ridiculous. But I stand by it. At half-time at 0-0, I generally thought if we made a change or two and we got it right, we could have went on to win the game. We did fuck all, and now we're getting dicked by Tottenham on our own patch. And it looks easy, and it looks like... It doesn't even look like the players care. It looks like Potter has no clue what he's doing. So, sorry, Joe. No, I'm not all right. I'm sad and angry. Every minute that goes by, I hope that guy gets the sack tonight, but I don't think he will. And that gets me angry as well, because I don't think the board will do anything. They'll just go, ugh. Stare into the abyss and pray that something changes, which it won't. And I've just got to pray that Potter can win enough games here and there to avoid us getting relegated. That's the situation we're in. So I'm sad and angry, Joe. Apologies, but yeah. No, I'm not all right. Anyway, Potter's got it. There's still 9 minutes of normal time to go. Our players are all just stood around. They can't be arsed. They're not even bothering Tottenham. They're literally just stood on the halfway line with it. They're not even trying to get another one. Have we still got subs left? We do, don't we? He's only stopped the game twice, hasn't he? And he's only made 3. So why is he not making other ones just for... Yeah, he stopped the game twice, so he's still got 2 subs he can make, and he can still stop the game if he wants to. Why is he not bringing Potts on for 10 minutes? Who else is on the bench? I'm sure there's someone else that can benefit with minutes. What's the point in just playing this out like this? Put Igor on, right? I don't like Igor. I'm not that keen on signing Igor, but at least, give him some minutes or something. What's the point of leaving Max Kilman on for the next 10 minutes? Get him off and get more Prowse off and put Potts and Igor on just to give them some minutes under the belt. He's still in the same fucking pose as he was at the start. I don't think he's moved. Rotates his head now and again and puffs now and again, but I don't think he moves. Stop zooming in on fans and embarrassing them for staying behind. Anyway, here come Tottenham, pretending they want to score. They might score again, to be fair. I can't even be arsed going out tonight. I was looking forward to going out tonight, but I don't really want to go out anymore. Might bin it off. Yeah, I know I've got I can't be bothered, Roger. It's proper just hoovered any sort of excitement out of me. I know I shouldn't let it get to me, but it does. Spence is clattered into Bowen. Now Bowen's injured. I hope he's not injured. Might as well just take him off. Don't leave him on. You can't risk Bowen get injured. If he's injured, we are fucked. I don't mean in this game. I mean just in general. He better not be injured. He doesn't stay down, does he, Bowen? I don't think he's asking for the physio. Just get him off, honestly. Just get him off. Like, I don't mean as in he's playing bad, get him off. Protect him. He can't get injured. We need him for the next guy. Someone left a really nice comment promoting my other channel, and I want to click on it in order to do so. Mike, thank you, Mike. So anyone fed up with West Ham? Mike, not me. Mike recommends my other channel, Tart and Geo, which covers Premier League teams. If anyone fancies it, if anyone hasn't subscribed to Tart and Geo, I would appreciate it. Grouch, no, I'm not going out with Mrs. Geo. She's she's got Grace. We don't have much babysitters. I think it's called a village, isn't it? I think that's what they call when you've got friends and family around you to look after the baby, the village. We don't have, my family don't live here. In her family, like her grandparents are physically unable to look after the baby, and her mum works, so we don't really have our friends have got their own kids and stuff. Andy Irving's coming on, so no, Mrs. Gio's staying in tonight. Unfortunately, it's just me and my friend and his family. I don't think I'm gonna go. I can't be arsed. Potter's pissed me off. I'm actually angry at the minute. I'm trying to just not be angry, because I don't want to be angry, and I don't think he deserves it, but I'm pretty fucking pissed off, to be honest with you. It's just pathetic. I don't like this defeat, and Spurs fans won't agree. Fine, I don't care, but it's self-inflicted. We could have. Spurs have not had to play well to win this game. They've had some good performances, but I don't think Spurs have been great. They haven't been fantastic. They've not needed to be. They might get a fourth. Nope. Overhit. Guilherme clears it. It is nearly 87 minutes on the clock. Danso's coming forward now. Out to Doggy. They're just passing it around, honestly. Times like this, I think you should be allowed to agree 3-0 and just call it quits. Just turn the fucking floodlights off and let's just go home. Blame the LLDC. To be fair, we can't turn them off because of the LLDC. Can you turn the light? No. We will force your fans to watch this. We hate you. We hate you. We hate Kaza. She can take the stick. I bet they'll be there. Stadium owners will probably be part of the protest. Guilherme's been wrestled and it's not a free kick apparently. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I do actually. I care for him. He's got flung on into shit circle. He doesn't get a chance. When it's 0-0, he doesn't get a chance. But when we're 2-0 down and down to 10 men, we'll stick him on now, Guilherme. What's he meant to do? I'm glad he's on the pitch, but I don't believe it's like an insight into Guilherme getting a run in the team or anything. I think it's just a sub for the sake of it, to take Somerville off. Yeah, Michael, I agree. Guilherme's on the hind end. He literally couldn't play well this game. It's impossible for him to play well. What's he meant to do? Nothing. Doesn't come on when the game's in the balance. Anyway, Bowen's trying to do something on his own. Couldn't. Cario's got it. Hopefully there's no minutes of stoppage. Maybe if I open and shut the drawer 3 times, a snack will appear. Still no snack. Fragile tape. Nationwide card reader, the most annoying thing in the world. These things piss me right off. One of my top pet hates. Oh, fucking, I just hate Potter. I hate him. No, I can't do it. I just can't stand him. Absolute PE teacher. Get him fucking gone now. I thought I was Potter, not arsed. I don't think I am. I knew I want change. It's just I don't have faith or confidence in the board. I've stopped caring. I don't want to see him puffing his cheeks out against Crystal Palace next week, stood there while we're getting dicked. I don't want to shit myself at every corner we concede, but I will under this guy. We've just got beat 3-0 by Tottenham, and no one cares. Look at them, no one cares. It's not like Souček's got sent off for hitting someone out of anger. He got sent off because he has a bad first touch. Andy Irving's been waiting there for about 10 minutes to come on. Has the ball not gone out of play? It must have done. No, it hasn't, actually, because we're not trying to win it back. They're just passing it around. Poor Andy Irving's freezing. Anyway, Brennan Johnson whips it in, headed out by Kilman. On his far Sar. Surprised he's played 90 minutes, considering the international break. He gives it to Porro. He whips it in. Oh, what a save. Oh, great save. Oh, good save by Hermansen. 2 good saves by Hermansen. Well, good goalkeeping. It's just a pity you're 4 foot tall and you can't reach anything above your waist. But that was a good save, actually. And it was to stop Kudus. Good goalkeeping. Well done. But still 3-0. Yes! James Ward-Prowse has gone off. Here we go. Ward-Prowse is off the pitch. I get to enjoy 3.5 minutes of West Ham with no James Ward-Prowse. It's obviously cold. Thomas Frank's put his coat on. He's ready to go home. Look, that's what you do in class when you were. Do you remember when you were at school in class and you finished early, but you had to wait for the bell? So you'd sit there in class with your coat and your school bag on, wouldn't you? You would just sit there like this, waiting for the bell to ring. It's Thomas Frank. He's ready to go. Still 3.5 minutes. He's zipped up. Clipboard away, pen away. That pen he was waving around's gone. He's ready to go home. It's home time. He's jealous of all the West Ham fans. Tell you what, though, it's a bit Russian roulette as a West Ham fan leaving now, aren't you? Some of those people that have left the ground have parked at Westfields. There's a possibility that one of their cars is set on fire while they've been at the game. And there's a possibility that one of their cars was next to a car that is set on fire whilst at the game. Someone's just watched us get pumped 3-0 and gone back to the car and it's just burnt. No! Oh, thank God. Yes, Andy Irving! Kudus tried to... Well, he did have a shot. He tried to score, but Andy Irving blocked it. This is fucking dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Fucking shit. We're still not even marking the back post. Magassa's doing it, but there's 3 of them there. Ball comes in. Kilman flicks out for another corner. This is like torture. I'm being punished. I'm having to watch us defend set pieces. Kudus is going to take it. Walker Peters and Romero having a row. Both getting a bit handsy with each other. The referee's telling them to behave. Mate, it's 3-0 with a minute to go. We don't care. Kudus. Polina won it at the front post. Goal kick. Only 30 seconds left. So I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in, everyone that's stuck with me. I appreciate I'm not the best person at doing watch-alongs. However, I do appreciate the support that you show me. It does mean a lot. Just a pity we're fucking shit. If you wouldn't mind, I'm going to be doing the review in a minute, where we're going to be discussing Potter. I'll do my best to remain not angry, but I can't promise anything because I'm not happy with this at all. So if you wouldn't mind sticking around, I would appreciate it a lot. It's full time. Thank fuck. Right. I'm going to go. Thank you. I'll see you in a minute.